With the 4 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher. Former AFL player Nick Stevens has been jailed for 9 months for defrauding almost $160,000 from 6 Mildura families who paid him to install pools. He was convicted by a jury on 12 charges of obtaining a financial advantage by deception and one of using a false document after he failed to install legally compliant pools using his landscaping business. Once released from prison, Stevens must serve a 2-year community corrections order. Well, the Prime Minister says he'll decide in coming days whether to maintain the reduction to the fuel excise. Labor halved the excise in March after the Middle East conflict set petrol and diesel prices soaring. The United States and Iran have both agreed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, which is expected to stabilise the global energy market. Anthony Albanese says the ceasefire deal will factor heavily into whether the higher excise is restored.
We'll make our assessment over coming days. We obviously need to make a decision prior to June 30, and we need to do that in advance, obviously, of June 30, so people have appropriate notice.
The Coalition insists opinion polls only reflect a specific point of time and can't be used to predict the outcome of the next federal election. The Resolve poll shows One Nation has edged out Labor and now leads both major parties on primary votes. Pauline Hanson took first spot for preferred Prime Minister, while 16% of voters nominated Liberal leader Angus Taylor as their preferred PM. The opposition's Adam Violi says the party is committed to winning back the trust of voters.
Polls will come, polls will go. They move a lot, particularly in the current environment. We'll keep doing the work to win back that trust of the Australian people.
A woman who was bitten by a shark at Coogee Beach in Sydney remains in a critical condition 2 days on and has had one arm amputated. Leah Stewart is expected to undergo further surgeries after being bitten on Saturday by what's believed to be a great white. Surf Lifesaving New South Wales is in talks with the aviation regulator about expanding its ability to use shark drones at Coogee, which is on a flight path. Chief Executive Steve Pearce says CASA has temporarily granted an exemption order for the drones in the wake of the attack.
We're flying there currently, and we're also in talks with CASA today about, just unlocking some of the restrictions more specifically for us, not for the average punter because it's in the flight path, but our pilots are specifically trained to be in the flight paths.
And Steven Spielberg is the king of the box office. His new movie Disclosure Day making $93 million worldwide in its opening weekend. That's the biggest opening ever for an original film from the director. Now turning to 5AA sport and training today for both Port and the Crows. Adelaide take on Melbourne this weekend, while the Power face Collingwood at the MCG. But Scott Pendlebury, Jordan De Goey and Steele Sidebottom all missed training today, but they should be fine to play. Adelaide has signed WA's Juliet Kelly as a replacement player for the upcoming AFLW season. The World Cup has given SBS a ratings boost. More than 3 million watched yesterday's win by the Socceroos. And Lewis Hamilton has recorded his first Formula One win in almost 2 years, taking out the Barcelona Grand Prix ahead of George Russell and Lando Norris. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Mannix is the SA name you know and trust for everything in heating and solar for your home.
Afternoon, got a few heavy showers rolling through the Savo. Take it easy in wet roads for the drive home. Mud and debris still causing you headaches at Hillbank at the moment. That's on Blacktop Road near Williams Road. We're really slow going right now. Port Rice Road at the Green Hill Road intersection and a camera for the drive home. Cabin Road, Jeps Cross. Stock up with low prices at Dan Murphy's. Get Great Northern Super Crisp Lager 330ml bottles at 24 case, 2 for $97 for members. Ends Sunday. Choose your drink wise. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now checking 5AA's forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Showers this afternoon, showers tomorrow 20, Wednesday rain 19, Thursday showers decreasing and 16. Right now it's 17 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
On Brenton Rankless tonight, from Parafield Gardens to the world stage. Hear from former teachers of Socceroo star Nestri Irunkunda, who say he's an inspirational role model. And President Trump all smiles at his White House birthday bash as a peace deal's reached with Iran. What it means for Australia's economy ahead of another RBA rates decision. 9 News. Your news. 9 at 6 on 9 and on 9 now.
Setting the agenda for South Australia. This is 5AA. Always Adelaide. Adelaide's only local sports show, the FIVEAA Sports Show.
Coming up, World Cup fever, our Adelaide crop star for the Socceroos. We speak to Craig Goodwin, Carl Viet and Bruce Gitte, our roving reporter Lucas Ronaldo live in Vancouver, and your calls celebrating the green and gold.
Rowey and Timmy G. The FIVEAA Sports Show.
I was concentrating.
Hey, I was pole dancing in front of you.
You are. You've got your welcome, your Socceroos scarf.
Welcome, Stephen. Jeez, I was giving it everything and you were down, head down, concentrating.
That was that. So can we do it again? Put it back on again.
No, we're not doing it again. You get one chance, mate. Just like Nestre, you get one chance at it, right? World Cup fever. It exploded all over Australia yesterday. It was amazing, wasn't it?
Oh, my God. The unbridled excitement of a goal, let alone in a World Cup, let alone by our very own Nestor Irukunda, who is our very own. He's an Adelaide United lad. We're going to get through all of that. The high of a goal, I don't think there's any higher in sport. I talked about it with Pembo this morning. God, we were down at the Morphy Arms, the whole family. We love the Socceroos. Yeah. And you should have seen this room. It was chockers. Yeah. And when Nestor put it at that back of the net, so early in the game, because we thought this is game on, they were at us.
Yeah, well, they just had the mandatory break at 22 minutes. They have the little drink break and all the rest of it. To come out after that and score was just enormous. Let's have a listen to the moment.
Over the top, here's Nestor. Great first touch. Nestor Irukunda! Oh, my word! It's a Nestor moment in Vancouver!
Now, you just described it where you were. I'm just going to take you across the country here because it was FIFA fever. It reverberated across Australia. Here's Fed Square in Melbourne when he kicks it.
Insane.
Off their heads. A bit more local, Arkabar. Higher pitch that was.
Famous sporty bar, isn't
it? And how good's this Memorial Drive going on?
5,500. Now, you name another sport that can capture that.
That is amazing.
Another sport.
I think you're right. You described it as a volcanic eruption, and I think you're right. It is because in the World Game, you've got to wait for that moment when it hits the back of the net. You've got to wait, and it's a game of patience. It's a build up, and when it hits, it hits, and it's just phenomenal.
But the other thing is, there's so much on it.
Yeah,
like so much on it. So much on it in the World Cup. Like they say, the Olympics and that are the two biggest, and they are to affinity and beyond. And to think it unites Australia like that. If you have a look at the cross-section of the crowds at all of them.
Incredible.
It's everyone. Yeah. Men, women, children.
It's Australia.
That my friend, is Australian. And anything that can join us, bond us, unite us, I love. And I said this to Jody the other day. Sadly, Anzac Day doesn't quite, because there's people that don't like that. Christmas Day, there's people in Australia that do. But this transcends all of that.
Yep.
I'm not getting political, but this is the one thing, this World Game, that unites Australians as one.
Tell you what, they were amazing. Nestor Irukunda, like you said, right in our backyard, we're going to hear from a lot of people that he's been involved in his development to get to that stage. Yeah. There's still plenty more to go. We know that. There's still plenty more to go, not just in him, but in our Socceroos.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Tony Popovich has to be congratulated. He took some risks, and every one of them came off.
The Malcolm Blight of
almost.
The World Game.
He's playing a very young squad now.
Oh my God.
We just found out that Nestor Irukunda is the youngest Socceroo to ever score in a World Cup. You know the next age? So that's 20. What do you reckon the next age is?
And he only turned 20 in February.
Yeah.
What do you 26?
26 it was.
Yeah.
26 was the youngest.
Do my homework.
So you... I was wondering how you did that.
That was a loaded question.
Loaded.
God.
But yeah, 26, and that says a lot about the way Popovich has gone about this squad, where once upon a time, I think previously, there was this, if you're an under 23, you're not considered. Yeah. Now, if you're good enough, you're good enough. Doesn't matter what age you are.
He picked his third best keeper that others thought. He picked him as one. He's only 22.
Well, Patrick
the old beach baby.
For me, was best on. He played an amazing game.
I nearly called it the hand of God. That little finger he got from that long-range one that hit the right-hand post. That saved us.
At least that one was legal. Yeah. So that was good.
And with a glove. Now, God, he was good.
Let's hear from the man of the hour himself, Nestri, after the game has been won and done, but about his goal.
Hey, it's unreal. Like, it's dream come true. You know, we've got the win now. We worked extra hard. We fought till the end, and it's just an exciting moment, yeah. You got to thank the staff. You got to thank the nation. You know, they all have the belief in me to do so well, and, you know, I felt like today, getting that goal, you know, it was amazing. Yeah, it's just a great feeling, yeah.
Good on him. Got a little bit of English twang in there now.
Is it raw?
Getting that goal.
Yeah, raw energy about it, though, isn't there?
Oh, God, it's exciting.
Incredible.
And you know what? And to Turkey people out there, put your fingers in your ears, sucked in, for giving us no, they didn't, no respect. Even after the game, give us no credit. Oh, we had 76% possession of the ball. You were lucky to get 2. Mate, we got 2 against you, you big buffets.
It was interesting watching their graph. They keep having this graph of possession or who's got the ball and who's dominating, if you like. And Australia only had 2 or 3 blips. I said, but they were the main ones.
They were the main ones.
And
what's the name of the game?
It was score.
And to keep a clean sheet. What did we do?
Yeah, we did both.
Sucked in Turkey.
So it was actually, Turkey. So it was actually a really well scored. Really well scored.
Would they change their name all of a sudden?
Yeah. Well,
what's all about that?
Might be their pronunciation.
I reckon they need to change back.
Here is the coach. He's building up for the next game. Typical coach.
Poppy.
You enjoy your wins, but they move on quick.
They do.
Yeah, it'll be a special game. I think being a World Cup game's enough. Playing a host nation is enough for us, and we'll recover well, prepare well, and respect a very good US side.
Yeah, and that's the way to approach it. That's the difference, isn't it?
Respect a very good US side. Now, we played them here and lost 2-1.
Yep.
Now it's over there. It's going to be in Seattle. So 4:30 a.m. Saturday morning time.
Morning.
I'm going to venture down to the Memorial.
Do it. Yeah, you're going to go. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I suppose you need to cover, don't you? Because we've got some rain coming this week. So,
oh my God,
should be huge.
I'd love to shut their big traps.
Well, it'd be nice.
Because they've been disrespectful.
They were a little over the top when we got drawn into their pool.
Oh, there's 3 points they went. Yeah, that's an easy game. Well done, thank you.
What this has done for Australia, though, it's almost guaranteed them. If they can pick up a draw in the next 2 games, they're going through. They're going through to the round of 32. So
how good!
Great start to the World Cup for Australia. But
we want to qualify as high as we can, Timmy. So then you get not so good teams.
Well, yes,
we might get Scotland.
By the time you get through, they're all good. Now, Scotland, I've seen some scenes of them partying and singing. They know how to do it. They know how to do it. But first, I think their first win since about 1998 or something. Yeah. So well done to the Scots. They'll be up and about. Now, we've got Craig Goodwin coming on. We've got Carl Viet coming on. So we've got a lot of people talking about the game and also about Irakunda. And I don't think it'll be a surprise to a lot of them who have been involved with him through his development.
No.
So we know the power he's got, and it was absolutely awesome. A little bit of Australian rules. Port Adelaide lost another close one. 3 point when they were in front, couldn't take the moment, and Josh Carr is here talking about falling short again.
No, look, I thought it was a really good performance from the team against a quality opposition. We fall short again. You can put that on the list of, close games for the year, but, those close games that come against quality teams, and probably just shows you a little bit of a gap, in the big moments between those guys at the moment and where we are.
That's Josh Carr talking about that loss to Sydney.
Well, 5 losses by 3 points or less. So the Eagles by 2 points, Hawks by 3 points, Crows in that showdown 1 point. You're in front with 40 seconds to go. Dogs by 2 points, Sydney 3 points. And I know you don't like outdoors or if-buts and candy nuts and all of that, but Connor Rowey plays. You have that. And if you have that, you'll be sitting 10th on the ladder. So it's not as bad as it seems. Like your football is very, very, very good.
Yeah, and that's why I was when I settled down, I was actually just shattered for the players that they just can't get one of these results to go their way.
That's one of the best teams in the comp, Sydney.
They hung on. Yeah. And that's the thing, against quality like Sydney, mate, weren't able to just finish it off and just go, hey, well done, that's a well-deserved win. So that's what you feel for. You feel for the effort that, the majority of them put in and unfortunately fell short again.
5 games by less than 3 points.
But, hey, let's get back to World Cup fever. Give us a call, 8223 0000. We've got a really good voucher from Ocean Bar and Kitchen up for grabs. Just tell us the experience. Where were you? How did you celebrate it? 2 cracking goals too. I've got to say, Connor Metcalf's second goal was an absolute beauty. And it put it beyond doubt then. You know, it was like 75 minutes in, you'll be okay.
Yeah,
Can I tell you my story?
Yes, we do.
So we were down at the Morphy Arms, the whole family, because we do that. We all like going out there together. Nestor put one in the back of the thing. Rory was sitting on my lap. Rory's 4. I threw him in the air. If there was a ceiling fan, he would have cut him in half.
Right.
Caught him. He said, Poppy, what did I do wrong? I said, we just scored. Then he understood what he is. 2 seconds later, he said, Poppy, I need to have a wee. I made him wet his pants.
And that's where we're in the story.
No. So when he goes, I ended up with gastro because I lifted up the top.
We don't need to know.
Thank you.
I don't think it's required.
I was going to go.
It's a great celebratory moment.
Yeah, up you go, Rory. That's good. Yeah, and we'll leave it there.
It's time to get to a break. But we want your calls next. 8223 0000. Help. Craig Goodwin, Carl Viet, Bruce Gite. We've got all the stars. And next on the other side of this break, someone who coached Nestor Irankunda at the junior level, Peter Koulis, from the Adelaide Croatia Raiders club. Give me a good story to see where his football has started from, and now he's a Socceroos star. 17 after 4.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show. Stay up to date with all things Socceroos during the FIFA World Cup.
Australia have done it!
Rowey and Timmy G chat weekly with Channel 10's Lucas Ronaldo on the 5AA Sports Show.
3 points for Australia!
For a free measure and quote on quality window furnishings, visit the experienced team at glimpseoz.com.au.
Great things begin with the right space. A space to work, a space to store, a space to create. Right now, build the space you've always wanted with Olympic Industries sheds, garages and outdoor storage designed for Australian lifestyles. Visit one of Olympic Industries' inspiration centres today and bring your space to life. Start something with the Olympic Industries sale. On now.
This is worth fighting for. And so is this. These everyday moments matter even more when you're battling disease or illness. Thanks to the Hospital Research Foundation Group's life-changing research to find cures and improve care, more South Australians can enjoy more everyday moments like this. When you donate or support our home lottery, you join the fight for what really matters. The everyday. The Hospital Research Foundation Group. Together, fight.
The Hutt Street Centre supports South Australians experiencing homelessness every day, providing meals, showers, support services and a safe place for people doing it rough.
Geez, I love this organisation. And with demand continuing to rise, sadly, especially through winter, support from the community has never been more important.
And that's why this year's Walk a Mile in My Boots on Friday, August 7th is so important. Raising vital funds for awareness for people experiencing homelessness right here in South Australia.
Now, getting involved is easy. You sign up, you spread the word, you walk together on Friday, August 7. And if you can't be there on the day, a donation still makes a massive difference.
Correct, Wade. Now, step up to end homelessness. Register or donate today at walkamile.org.au.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, you can rely on Red Spot to get you there. We're the all-Aussie family-owned car rental company in airport terminals and cities across Australia, with a new fleet and plenty of hybrid options too. Experience the exceptional service that earned us Product Review's 2026 Car Hire Service of the Year. Book direct and save now at redspot.com.au today, or call 1300 66 8810.
Red Spot.
Hey, I'm James, Claims Manager at Allianz. From a cracked windscreen to getting your business back after the worst, our team is always here. It doesn't have to wait till morning. We provide 24/7 claims support.
Allianz.
If you need a reason to head out no matter what the weather, here it is. The new beer garden at the Mosaic Hotel. Big screens, plenty of heaters, pizza, steak, good friends, and all your favourites on tap. Settle in for lunch, catch the sports action, or take advantage of the great weekly dinner specials. If you're up for a different kind of round, have a hit at X Golf upstairs. It's all in the new beer garden at the Mosaic Hotel, Footy Park Precinct, West Lakes.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Timmy Cahill's my biggest inspiration when it comes to football. Him and Lionel Messi, you know. Tim Cahill, Australia's greatest in my opinion, and I just thought if I scored, I would do the same as him, and I got to do it, yeah.
He certainly did. Nestor Irankunda last night he punched that corner post and really enjoyed the moment, as we did as a country. 8223 0000. Give us a call. Tell us, how did you watch the Socceroos yesterday? How much did you enjoy? Because we are celebrating in it all right now. Let's check your traffic around Adelaide. And, of course, it's all thanks to Mannix. It's the SA name you know and trust for everything in heating and solar for your home.
Showers rolling through this afternoon. Take it easy on wet roads. Look out for crash at Parafield, Kings Road near Cross Keys Road. Modbury North, blackout affecting lights, McIntyre Road near Montague Road, and Hillbank, mud and debris causing slippery conditions, Blacktop Road near Williams Road. Coming for the drive home, Hanson Road, Wingfield. Get ready for game time with snacks at your local AGA like Red Rock Deli chips, better than half price at $2.75. Price at participating stores until June 16 while stocks last. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Yeah, well, Nestori Irukunda just, made a nation proud yesterday with a magnificent goal. But let's go right back to the beginning. One of his first coaches ever at Adelaide Croatian Raiders, Peter Koulis. G'day, Pete.
Pete.
G'day, fellas. How are you?
Well, we're very good, but it must have been an exciting day for yourself and a lot of the guys involved in the club when you first saw Nestori.
Oh, you know what? We were so happy, not just for Nesta, but, for the club, for Australia. I was at home with with the family watching it. I was pretty confident for some reason that he was actually going to start. Everyone else was kind of saying, he'll come off the bench and that. And when he started and when I saw the two up front, him and Torre, I thought, I think we're gonna give them a run for their money today, which they did.
What was he like in the early days? Was he one of those players that sort of dominated, ran around players, and you had to sort of say to him, look, maybe give it off to somebody else, mate, because you kicked 6 already? Was he one of those type players?
You know what? He actually wasn't. He's a very humble kid and unselfish kid. We had our 2006 group was pretty talented. The majority of them are all pretty much playing in senior NPL squads. Up front, he had the likes of Royal Aird's son, Kalen, with him, Botsy. So they'd share it around. He was not a selfish player. He was just so explosive. And once, like what happened yesterday, once he was one-on-one with someone, you're not catching him. I've actually never seen anyone catch him in terms of at Raiders, at Adelaide United, at Watford. His speed is on another level.
Was he dedicated, committed and all of that, Pete? And when did Anton Andrioli come and tell and ID him for the A-League?
You know what? The boys from Burundi, like him and his mates, like Frankie Basasa and etc., they lived and breathed the ball. Yeah. They were, for example, they play on Sunday with us, and then Sunday afternoon they're playing against the older boys on a pitch out of Elizabeth somewhere, full on. Totally committed, always. Even when Nestor was at Adelaide United, he'd come back. When they weren't training, he'd come back to Raiders and train with his mates, or just have shooting at goals. He lived for the ball. He was totally committed. Like the majority of that team that we had. They just lived for the ball.
He's the youngest ever Socceroo to score a goal. And Pete, you coached him. It must fill you with pride and probably more joy than surprise, because you clearly knew he was a pretty special talent.
You know what? I'm just happy for him.
Good.
He's such a great kid. I'm happy for his family.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't easy for him. I'm also happy for a person who helped him a lot. Her name was Lydia. She lived across the road from him, and she's like a spokesperson, like counsellor for the Burundi community. We teamed up at the beginning and pretty much sorted everything out in terms of communication. Like, I'd pick him up for away games, so you can just imagine these boys had to catch buses. They struggled to get lifts to, for example, if we were playing up at Blackwood or at Noongar or wherever we were playing. So we took that stress away from him. I'd pick him up for away games. Lydia would help with his fees, boots, etc. It was her effort with him was on another level.
How good's that? Isn't that great to know?
You need that
Behind
support.
every great star, there's a great story of support, Pete.
That's excellent, Pete. Hey, there was a story about him as a junior breaking a goalkeeper's arms by having a shot. Is that right?
He did, yeah. Our keeper, Adam Whittington, at a training session, he took a shot and Adam was in a bit of pain. He came back to training on the Thursday in his civilian clothes with a plaster cast over his arm.
His own teammate.
Yeah, but he was smiling. He was happy. You know, Nestor had broken his arm with one of his shots. So.
Well, he'll never live that down
He's
now.
Carrying that with pride.
Yeah, I'd strap that arm back up and be out there and...
There's the scar.
Wow.
We kind of had some tough kids. Like I remember Caden Laird, Roy's son, injured his arm, and Roy was there, and Roy just said, "I'll give him a bit of chocolate, he'll be fine." And then 2 days later, his arm's broken. So you know.
Yeah, I think Roy played and coached that way too, so classic. Hey, Pete, thanks very much for sharing your memories, mate, and let's hope there's plenty more goals to talk about in the rest of this World Cup.
Fingers crossed.
Thanks, guys. Good stuff. Peter Coulis, one of Nestri's first coaches at under-11s at Adelaide Croatian Raiders.
Share where you were. How good's it? What's it mean to you, the Socceroos? I mean, we're getting all excited about it, and it is. It's once every 4 years. Here's a text. Did we win the World Cup? I mean, come on.
No, I sort of do get that.
No,
I do get that. It is
beat
exciting.
Turkey.
It's exciting. Yeah, it's a good...
We've won a World Cup game.
It's round one.
We've won a World Cup game.
Well, you got to enjoy your wins.
Yes, you do.
Then head down, and we got to get that next one.
And then we get Team USA.
Yeah, then,
so
then we're throwing the scarves around.
No, we haven't won, but we're on target too.
That's right. Haven't lost yet. We're undefeated.
Undefeated.
28 after 4. We're going to get to your headlines. Craig Goodwin to join us next.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
The state's hospital emergency department arrivals, that's people rocking up at EDs,
David Penberthy and Will Goodings,
have risen by more than 50% in the last 14 years.
5AA Breakfast.
Interestingly, that is at the same time that the population has only grown by 15%. So you've got a 35% differential.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
We have Blair Boyer, who is the Health and Wellbeing Minister, on the line now.
What's really driving it, I think, people are getting older.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Hi, it's Jane Riley here. This year, I'll be involved again with South Australia's very own clinical research company, Fusion. Fusion is based at Norwood, and their research will help determine future treatments for all kinds of illnesses we face. But this is not just about South Australians. The work of Fusion Clinical Research will impact on future health well beyond our state. That's something I'm proud to boast about. Trusted research, proven results, Fusion.
This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the news headlines. Canberra isn't ruling out an extension to the cut to the fuel excise. Former AFL player Nick Stevens has been sentenced to 9 months jail for defrauding multiple families who paid him to install pools. The woman bitten by a shark at a Sydney beach over the weekend is expected to undergo further surgery after having one arm amputated. And in sport, Isaac Rankin is expected to return for the Crows this weekend. The 5AA forecast is showers tonight and down to 15, showers tomorrow and 20. Now let's check the roads.
Mannix is the SA name you know and trust for everything in heating and solar for your home.
Afternoon, got a few showers rolling through. Take it easy in wet roads on the drive home. Parafield to Crash, Kings Road near Cross Keys Road, and Modbury North blackout affecting lights on McIntyre Road near Montague Road. Hillbank, mud and debris causing slippery conditions. Blacktop Road near Williams Road with the Camera Gorge Road Paracombe today. Let the ComSec share market experts give you an investing edge on the daily ComSec Market Update podcast. This podcast is created and distributed by ComSec. Content is general in nature. Investing carries risk. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
It is 17 degrees. We'll have more news at 5 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Ready to charge into end of financial year? Right now, Solar Power Direct can help you save more than $1,000 off every 8 kilowatt hour battery module with massive discounts across SIG Energy battery systems. It means you can store more of your solar energy, use less from the grid and take pressure off rising power costs. Stock is limited and this Solar Power Direct offer ends June 30. Visit Solar Power Direct today and save up to $1,120 per battery module. solarpowerdirect.com.au.
Fred Hollow's vision was to end avoidable blindness. Your donation can help restore someone's sight. Donate at hollows.org. Help continue Fred's vision.
Well, if you think we love the Socceroos, we love the ocean. Love it. The sound of crashing waves, the sight of storms that are rolling in over the water. You still get the salt up there in your gills when you're out in that balcony. Oh, that's what life's all about.
Oh, yeah. And that's what the Ocean Bar and Kitchen are all about. If you get up there, you can do exactly what you just said, but you can enjoy delicious dishes, or you can just get up there for a drink. And the views are amazing at Henley Beach. So you can enjoy the sights, the sounds, the feel of the ocean. But the taste of the mouth-watering menu, that's the thing you go for. It got pasta, seafood, a huge range of cocktails and wines. You won't be disappointed, Stephen.
It's Michelin quality, but our prices at the best place. You can look north and south. Oh, God, it's brilliant. I love this place.
Antique spoons, envelope glue.
As well. They do all that.
I don't know what happened there. Throughout winter, look, they've got a shared 3-course weekday lunch offer. There's dips, calamari, choose from pasta like homemade gnocchi, finished off with an espresso. And for dinner, there's bottomless pasta Wednesday, Schnitty's special Thursday. And as I said, there's pub meals, high-quality pub meals, and elite.
You will not be disappointed. Add live music on a Friday, and it's a perfect destination for your next lunch, dinner, or after-work drink or function. Now, talking functions, they cater for weddings, engagements, christenings and birthdays, and you get the views with all of that for free. Ocean Bar and Kitchen is located at the top of the Henley Surf Life Saving Club. Enjoy Ocean Bar and Kitchen from 11 a.m. till late.
Antique spoons, envelope glue, moss, musical theatre, sea slugs. Men would rather talk about almost anything other than their prostate. That's why Men's is donating $1 from every blue pack of fruit chocs sold to the Prostate Cancer Foundation of Australia. It's a disease that affects 1 in 5 Australian men. So talk about whatever you want. Just make sure one of those conversations is about your prostate health. It could save your life. Look for limited edition blue pack fruit chocs today. Buy the pack, have the chat.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Proud to be here as head coach, to experience this, put a smile on these people's faces that have travelled so far to support us, and just happy for a wonderful young group of men.
Tommy Popovich, the coach of the Socceroos, super proud. We have Carl Viet as well to join us before 5.
Well, every lever he pulled worked out, didn't it? Former Socceroos star, and he certainly was that. Reds skipper, our very own Craig Goodwin. Goody, welcome.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Oh, man, 2-0. Goody, what a win.
Yeah, it was fantastic, wasn't it? So excited to see the boys, and obviously, a brilliant performance to go with a great result as well.
You scored the first goal of our last World Cup. Now Nestori's got the baton, Craig. You would have been bloody proud.
Yeah, massively proud of him, and obviously the whole team, but in particular the boys from Adelaide, to, having spent a lot of time playing with them and seeing them grow from a very young age into the great young men and players that they are at this stage. Delighted to see those boys, and obviously to see Nesta score in electric fashion. It was, brilliant to see.
You'd be the best to qualify this one. Talk to me about his pace, then his power, that first touch, the cleverness of getting it inside, and then that finish.
Well, it's something that he showed regularly in the A-League, when he had his moments. Nesta's probably someone that maybe is not involved for the entirety of the game in terms of being on the ball a lot, lots of action in repetitive touches. But he's one of these people that will have, 5 or 6 moments in the game that make you go, wow. And again, he had a couple in the first half and then had obviously the big one with the goal. And his pace and raw power, even back when he was 15 and joined us, was something extraordinary. So, it's no surprise to see his qualities flowing through. But the thing I'm most proud of with Nesta is obviously he's done a lot of growing and maturity, coming to a really strong position, because that was probably something that was a little bit of a struggle for him when growing, coming up and coming through. His maturity that he's showing on the pitch and off the pitch when I've been in camps with him has been much improved since the early days. So, to see him make that progress and then have those performances on the pitch, it's obviously a really proud moment to see him be doing so well.
Everybody has that impact, I think, when you're a teammate, and especially when you're a skipper like yourself, Goody. And I did notice a lot of that when I was watching you guys every week, and him being a part of that there was I think, a maturity issue, and you can only get that by ageing and experience. But what I noticed in his game yesterday was that I haven't been able to see him every week for 3 years now, is he's really added some defensive pressure to his game.
Absolutely. And I guess with Popovic as a coach, that's one thing that is definitely rubbing off on him. I think that the style that we do play is, at times a defensive one, but especially when you go to a World Cup and you play against some of the best nations in the world, we are deemed as an underdog, and we do play that defensive style at times. But I think what was so impressive with the performance from Nesta and the boys yesterday was that we were in control the whole time. Barring only one or two moments, Turkey really struggled to break us down. And for watching the game, you didn't feel like they were going to score. So it was such I think, yes, defensive performance, but an accomplished defensive display. We were in control of the game, even though we didn't dictate with the ball. But then when we had the ball, we were very good and clinical with it.
I agree. Tony Popovic himself, every sort of selection surprise that he pulled came off. That's bravery, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously from his side, he will have seen the players training, for quite some time now. I do have to say, even myself, I was shocked that, in particular, Matty Ryan wasn't in the squad or in the starting 11 for this game. You talk about someone that's had probably come off his best ever season himself, playing in La Liga, having over 10 clean sheets and being the captain of the side. So for the boss to make a big decision like that, obviously trusting Patrick Beach, who was unbelievable in the game. He did make some big calls, but I think that shows the depth that has come about for the national team as well, and it puts the team only in a stronger position, because those players that missed out are going to come back with a fire in their belly to try and prove a point, to play themselves into contention. So, obviously we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, and it's a great first result. We've got such a big 2 games coming up, but it puts us in a great position for everyone to be fully focused and bring the most maximum effort.
Goody, was it tough to watch? Was it bittersweet? I don't know. You're at the level. God, you'd have been in the squad, but injury ruined it. Was there mixed emotions for you, Goody?
Look, yeah, I guess there's a little bit of disappointment in it from an individual perspective, because I did think at my last World Cup that would probably be my one and only chance, and obviously it was fantastic to be able to do what I did at the last World Cup. Yeah. But this time around, I thought, okay, I'm still in contention. I've still been doing well. Still been in and around the national team. I contributed so heavily over the qualifying campaign over the last 4 years. So there was a little bit of a disappointment in that, but at the same time, I'm also, accepting of the fact that, I got the injury at a poor time and there's nothing I can do with that. But I don't watch the games here, with bitterness or anything like that, because I'm still a fan of Australian football. I'm still friends with all the boys in the team. I want them to do well. I want to see us go far into the competition. And I'm just so happy and so proud watching the boys perform the way that they did.
No, well said, Goody. All the best, mate. Let's hope we can beat USA early Saturday morning, and thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
See you,
Well done, Craig Goodwin. So the next game is Team USA. We move straight on to that. We're going to celebrate this story and the team, but we're going to move on to that because 4:30 Saturday morning our time. I'd love to put a big sock in there, big gobs.
Tony Popovich.
Genius.
But you just heard Goody, like he gave you the rap of Matty Ryan and the record that he's showing.
Best season ever, and he's the skipper.
And then you go...
For a 22-year-old.
Hey, kid, you're in.
When he was in goal, I said to myself, Jody, who's that?
Yeah.
I asked me, and I asked everyone, who's that?
Yeah.
No one knew.
Yep.
No one.
2 seasons of A-League. He had the most saves as a World Cup debutant as a goalkeeper since 2002 by any countryman in the world.
It's like just over 65 A-League games.
I tell you,
incredible, really.
It's an amazing performance.
His dive to the right to get a finger to hit the right-hand post from an outside range that was like a rocket. If there's a better save than that this World Cup, I'll walk to China backwards butt naked.
Well done, I say, on all fronts.
It's very impressive by our Socceroos. Mannix is the SA name you know and trust for everything in heating and solar for your home. We're going to check your traffic. Next, we'll speak to Carl Viet, the former coach of the Reds, and your calls. Keep calling in. 8223 0000 is our number.
Showers rolling through the Savo. Take it easy on wet roads. Parafield a crash, Kings Road near Cross Keys Road. Monterey North, blackout affecting Light and McIntyre Road near Montague Road, and Hillbank mud and debris causing slippery conditions, Blacktop Road near Williams Road. Camera, Gorge Road, Paracombe. Stock up with low prices at Dan Murphy's. Get McGuigan Black Label Red 6 for $30 for My Dan's members. Ends Sunday. Choose to drink wise. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Got something big to budge? Budget with Budget. Little trucks, big trucks. You can do it all in a budget rental truck. Get exactly what you need and at a great price too. So remember, whatever you've got to budget with a budget rental truck.
Budget with a budget rental truck. It's quick and cheap. Well, half your luck when you budget with a budget rental truck.
Budget car and truck rental. Call 13 27 27. That's 13 27 27.
Formula Honda's end of financial year event is on now, with great offers right across the Honda range. Receive price reductions of up to $2,000 on selected 25-built Honda CR-Vs. Premium engineering, exceptional value, a standard that's a cut above the rest. This is the end of financial year event, only from Formula Honda, and only while stocks last. Visit Formula Honda at Glen Osmond Road, Glen Osmond, or North East Road, Modbury, and book your test drive today. See honda.com.au for T's and C's.
Most South Australian business owners have just accepted that electricity is just an expense that they can't control. It just goes up, you absorb it, and it goes up again.
Yeah, it does. NRG Solar, well, think that's worth challenging. They do. They really do. Simply because a properly designed commercial solar and battery system doesn't just reduce your power bill, it converts one of the most unpredictable operating costs into something you can actually plan around.
There you go. So
that's important.
This is what you get out of it. Better cash flow. You get predictable overheads, a real installation against energy prices that are going down. Now, NRG Solar designs systems for SA businesses based on real energy usage, not generic quotes.
Well done. So from small commercial premises through to large industrial facilities, the conversation starts with your numbers, not theirs, your numbers. Battery rebates are also available to eligible businesses right now.
Yeah, so before you commit to anything, talk to NRG Solar first. Visit nrgsolar.com.au.
I'm Brett Buckley from Ray White Business Sales. Our experience with FIVEAA right from the beginning was that we had ideas on what we wanted to do. They understand the medium better than us. They sat down with us. We worked out not just the type of advertisement we would put, but the wording of the advertisements we would put forward. The collaboration that we had with FIVEAA and the team was fantastic. The other thing we noticed about FIVEAA is because it is a talkback radio station, people are listening, and they're listening all the time. So when our advertisement comes on, their ears are still pricked and they're still listening to it.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit 5AA.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link.
If you're wondering where to have your Christmas party, look to the stars. December 11 or 12, Adelaide Convention Centre transforms into a shimmering, starlit celebration beneath a dazzling canopy of light. Enjoy a premium 3-course dinner, sparkling drinks and live entertainment. It's your chance to celebrate in style, thank your clients or staff and let your team shine. Tables are limited, so book now for a starlit Christmas. Only at Adelaide Convention Centre.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
At 14 minutes to 5, Scotty Campriali will be in the studio with us at 5:30 as we talk all things footy from the weekend, and lots to go through with Port Adelaide losing another close one. Tough stuff. Have you say 8223 0000 on that. Anything from the weekend of footy or sport or the Socceroos. Where did you watch from yesterday and how excited were you as they got across the line?
Well, the Socceroos had an amazing upset over Turkey, and a man who scored the first goal and just absolutely set Australia alight was Nestori Irakunda, the man who coached him at Adelaide United and brought him to the fame he is today. Carl Viet, welcome.
Good afternoon.
You're in Seattle, mate, getting ready for the big USA game?
Yes, I will be going to that game, but I've got a couple of other games that I'll be going to before that game on Friday.
Mate, could you believe what you saw? But probably no surprise for you knowing Nestori Irakunda's power.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Almost brought tears to my eyes, actually. So proud of what he's achieved in such a short time.
I'm so glad they started him, Carl. I watched it in a pub, the explosion of excitement, because he's one of us. You know, he was talent ID'd here. His story is just amazing. You coached him. He's a humble lad, but he likes the big stage, and boy, was that a world-class score.
It certainly was. It was. It's just showed exactly what type of player that he is. The skill and the quality that he used to beat that man, and then the calmness in the finish was just first class. This boy has come a long way since he left Adelaide, and look, he's got a long way to go.
I loved his idol is Tim Cahill, he's our best scorer for the Socceroos. He goes to that corner flag and does the old box. I mean, God, it lives on. The emotion. As I said, this pub I was at, Carl, was packed. There's no other sport that has the unbridled excitement and explosion of the Socceroos scoring in Australia. There's nothing can rival it.
Yeah, I don't think so. As I've said before, it's unbelievable how much the Australian public get behind our Socceroos and our Matildas when they're playing at these big tournaments. And it's just fantastic that they do support them. And it was such a great night. I don't think you'd have to go back to most probably the first game that we played in the World Cup. For a long time in 2006 when we beat Japan. This sort of is right up there.
I was so glad they started him. I know he comes off the bench. I know he can't run out 90 minutes, all of that. But Tony Popovich, tick, tick, tick. He put Beachy in. He played someone else down back. He put him on. He just nailed it, and he didn't get let down, did he?
No, he didn't. The young players, and we have a very young squad. They all were tremendous in that game yesterday. And the senior players that did play, everyone did their job. And that's all you want. And the effort, the fight, the desperation, just all the Aussie things. That's what we are as a nation. And they ticked all those boxes, and they got their rewards. I think Turkey might feel sorry for themselves because they did play quite well, but they just couldn't score. They couldn't get close to our goal. And when they did, our desperation to stop them was unbelievable.
Well, they bloody disrespected us. They got their just desserts, Carl, the big mouth, bloody disrespectful pieces of beep.
Well, sometimes you've got to be careful, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't need to feed, opposition teams to give them that extra motivation. Even though I don't think Australia needed it, I don't think it would have made any difference. The way that Popper sets his teams up, that was just a typical Popper's team. The way they worked, and you can see the preparation that him and his coaching staff have put into that team. They was so well organised, so disciplined. That was the key thing, to be so disciplined for the whole game. It was just a credit to all the players.
It was one of the things that I noticed about Irakunda's game, Carl, is I thought he was a lot more defensively focused than I think I've ever seen him.
Yeah, most definitely. Look, you remember now it's like 2-3 years since he left Adelaide.
Yeah.
So he's matured. He's still got a little way to go, but you can see, people forget that he's still only 20 years of age. They expect him to be the finished player. He's still got 3-4 years to go before he gets to his true potential and true level. So that's frightening.
Yeah, not wrong.
The youngest ever scorer.
The player the player that he's going to be in the years to come.
Yeah.
It's going to be, exciting.
I thought the skipper, Harry Suter, put in an amazing game when you are surrounded by a lot of youth and the like, and you've got a keeper who's playing his first game and the like.
How good was he?
He was amazing. But Harry Suter, I just thought time and time again, settled the young group down with his play.
Yeah, he's becoming a World Cup specialist. He did the same in the last World Cup in Qatar, was out for a long time leading into the World Cup in Qatar with an ACL, and then the same with this World Cup, was out for a long time with an Achilles injury, and has come back, and you wouldn't think he hadn't been out for a long time. So look, he's just a tremendous player that plays exceptionally well for our national team.
Now, the first time you saw young Nestory come through and the like, what were the first things you noticed? What were the first things that caught your eye? And not the backflips. They're amazing.
Or he can dance like Michael Jackson with one glove on.
Yeah, look, it was easy to see for everyone to see the talent that he had, just the explosive speed and power at such a young age. And, a lot of people think that's all he has, but technically he's very good as well, and has a very good understanding of the game. Very rarely gives the ball away. Makes very good decisions. So, and he did that from the first day that he come into our league training environment. Yes, he had a few faults, but it was worthwhile looking over those faults just to see him progress.
Our special guest, Carl Viet, former Socceroo himself and Reds coach, he's in Seattle. We take on Team USA Saturday morning, early our time. I'm going to go to the Memorial Drive, Timmy. The excitement there was unbelievable. They've showed us a bit of disdain and disrespect. I reckon they might be wide-eyed now, Carl.
Yeah, most definitely. They're the ones that first sort of started disrespecting the Australian team. Credit to the US, though, they were outstanding in their first game.
Oh, they gave them a touch-up, didn't they?
Oh, Paraguay were crap that first half.
Oh, yeah, but you've got to give credit to the other team.
Yeah, fair call.
So, look, US, they were good. I watched the game. They were very good. So it's going to be another tough game. But, we played them earlier this year, I think it was, and we lost 2-1 over here. And, we lost 2-1, but it was a very different side back then. Popper was still trying to work his magic into the team, which he has done now.
Yeah, one job. You're in Seattle, Carl. Get them up. Just get them up. Oh, my God. Australia is just excited this morning like you wouldn't believe it. And you know that. You've lived it yourself. Carl, thanks for your time.
No worries, guys. Thanks a lot.
Good man. Carl Viet, of course, Adelaide United coach. As you said, great Socceroo himself, and you wouldn't you be? Oh, I've got a mate going over for it.
Oh, have you?
So, if they win or whatever, we'll get him on and say, hey, where did it go? So the crowd atmosphere, some of the stuff I've seen post has been incredible. I've just loved seeing the celebrations.
But you name another sport that can capture the emotion, the excitement, the unbridled thrill and volcanic
eruption of a goal.
Of a goal.
It is.
There's no other game has this.
It's amazing.
I love it.
Good stuff. Carl Viet, our guest.
It is certainly amazing. So Bruce Juday is going to join us after 5 o'clock, and we'll go a little deeper as well on how the Socceroos performed. Now, just before we go to the 5 o'clock news, some amazing scenes over in New York, and amazing for all different reasons, with the Game 5 of the NBA Finals yesterday, ending just midway through the afternoon, so just before the Socceroos went in action, and the Knicks got up. They won the series 4-1. Another great comeback. This is how it unfolded.
Fox to Wemby. Wemby tries a three, puts it up, off the mark. Anunoby the rebound. It's over. It's over. Knicks fans, this is not a dream. Your long, long wait has ended. Go ahead and cry. After 53 years, the Knicks are finally NBA champions once again.
It was incredible, really, but geez, the fallout afterwards been incredible.
You expect a great celebration after a 53-year drought, and that's
but not burning buses and
that's the bit
tearing a
that's
town
the
down.
Bit that just.
Well, that's what they did in Paris.
Why did they do that?
PSG won.
Oh, no, but
why do they turn to
what's
that?
the inspiration behind burning a school bus?
Because they're losers.
It's just insane.
It was a great win, and well done to the Knicks. Long time, 73.
Yeah.
Long time ago. There's a bigger story than that's happening right now. Right now.
Right now.
In Washington, D.C.
Is it
just a little bit west of New York City.
This is
the UFC
amazing.
is on the white House Lawns, the West Lawns, the famous West Lawns. It's a favour from Donald Trump to his mate Dana White. Dana White apparently helped him get voted in because he's got a lot of friends and that in power. Can you believe that? They're calling it the UFC Freedom 250. So there's a cage with 80,000 fans on the White House lawn.
Is it true that the fighters are getting changed inside the White House?
Yeah, that's true.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Like that,
His name is Donald Trump. He does things a little bit different.
That's like me doing a stand-up show at Government House.
Yeah.
That's just a disgrace.
Well, that's a bit harsh. But there is cage fighting on the lawns of the White House.
That is unprecedented, surely.
Well, it is.
I just thought the White House was a bit like a Buckingham Palace. You just don't go in there.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So yeah, I'm a bit surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, well, for the UFC and the UFC fans, they'll love it.
Oh, well, God.
It'll be a sensational setting.
And Dana and Donald just line their pockets.
Anything for commercial over there, isn't it?
But that is him. He is Captain Commercial.
Incredible scene. This is a very good text by Maria.
No, don't give her credit. No, because it's a dude.
No, in perspective, Pelé scored 5 goals in 1958 World Cup as a 17-year-old. 2 in the final.
Yeah, okay.
That's an amazing player.
Wow.
We love hang on.
The best.
This story's still got time.
Well, yeah.
Of course he does.
He's only had one game.
Yeah. Well, he's not 17, though.
He's 20.
He's 20. It's still amazing nonetheless for us. 3 minutes to 5. We'll get to the news. Bruce Gitte and Campo coming next hour.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
Get your investing edge with the CommSec market experts.
4 minds.
One sharper view.
Our market insight is your investing edge.
Join us on the daily CommSec Market Update podcast.
Podcast created and distributed by CommSec. Content is general in nature. Investing carries risk.
Adelaide's local, trusted and truly connected talkback radio station. 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Get into Trims now for their massive end of financial year sale. Enjoy huge discounts on all their top brands. It's Adelaide's iconic menswear store with an iconic end of year sale. We're talking 20% off store-wide across all your favourite brands like RM Williams, Blunston, Levi's, FXD, Akubra and Yeti. Trims end of financial year sale is the one you don't want to miss. What a perfect time to stock up on all your essential and workwear clothing. Head into Trims now, 430 King William Street in the CBD. Trims.com.au.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
You can rely on Red Spot to keep Aussie airport rentals fair. We're the only car rental company who have kept our prices low during the fuel crisis. And we're the only Aussie-owned and operated choice in major airport terminals all over the country. Experience the local service that saw us named Product Review's 2026 Car Hire Service of the Year. For a deal you can rely on, book your next rental direct at redspot.com.au today or call 1300 66 8810.
Red Spot.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. With 40 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Natasha from Go Vita Fairview Green. Try Nutrivital Quercetin. Supports blood vessel and capillary health, including healthy immune system function and skin health. Save 50%, 90 tablets, now just $38.95. Always read the label, follow directions for use.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Semaphore and Tanunda.
They say one of life's biggest decisions is buying a home, but sometimes the hardest one is leaving it. At Anglicare SA, we're here to help you stay where you belong. We offer support for everyday things like cleaning, gardening, cooking, but are also experts in care management, allied health and clinical nursing. Because we believe there is no place like home. And with the right support, there is no reason to leave it. Find out more at Anglicare SA. You are at home.
A year of roadside assistance is now included with eligible NRMA car insurance policies in South Australia, whether you're a new customer or an existing customer renewing your policy, because that's what a help company would do. Renew your eligible policy or get a quote today at nrma.com.au/SA roadside. SA risk addresses only. Excludes CTP and classic car insurance. Offer may be withdrawn at any time. Always read the PDS. PDS and TNDs available from NRMA Insurance. 12 months of everyday care, roadside assistance provided by National Roads and Motorists Association Limited. Trading as NRMA. Separate and independent from NRMA Insurance.
Would you like to go to the bathroom for a number 2 regularly? Always bloated with gas? Looking for better ways to support your digestion and immune system? Introducing Caruso's Ultramax 100 Probiotic. Each delayed release capsule of Caruso's Ultramax 100 Probiotic delivers 50 strains and 100 billion CFU of good bacteria to support bowel regularity, relieve gas and support digestive and immune system health. Say goodbye to gut discomfort with Caruso's Ultramax 100 Probiotic from leading pharmacies and health stores.
The very latest news and information. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Showers tonight down to 15, showers tomorrow and 20. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher. Australia has cautiously welcomed a ceasefire deal in the Middle East, hoping it will lead to lower fuel prices. Nelson Scott reports.
Almost 4 months after the conflict began, the US and Iran have agreed to a peace deal, ending a war which has wreaked havoc on the global energy market. The agreement will be formally ratified in Switzerland on Friday, with both sides promising to allow ships to travel freely through the Strait of Hormuz. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has welcomed the end to hostilities, but warns the war's economic impacts will linger.
It will be many months before things return to normal.
Opposition leader Angus Taylor says it's crucial the ceasefire holds and vital the strait remains open.
It means it will bring down the price of fuel at the Bowser.
The government will decide in coming days whether to continue with the lower fuel excise.
One Nation says the Albanese government is running scared, as a new poll shows 1 in 3 voters would like Pauline Hanson to run the country. Michael Packey has the story.
The Resolve Political Monitor is the first major poll to show voters prefer Pauline Hanson to be Prime Minister, with 33% of those surveyed placing her ahead of Anthony Albanese on 29%. Senator Hanson is playing down the result, but claims people are sick and tired of the government.
And as I said, fire the liar. People see him as a liar.
Mr Albanese maintains One Nation is a party of grievance with no real policy solutions.
We'll continue to deliver for Australians.
As for the opposition, the Resolve poll shows it's continuing to fall further behind. But the coalition argues its fight is not with the minor party, it's with Labor.
Former AFL player Nick Stevens has been sentenced to 9 months jail for defrauding 6 Mildura families through an unlicensed pool installation business in 2017. The 46-year-old took $178,000 from his customers, paying back $10,000. He must repay the remaining $158,000. Stevens will be released from custody in December and begin a 2-year community corrections order, which includes 120 hours of unpaid work. An Ugg boot retailer has paid almost $40,000 in penalties over misleading pricing on its websites. The consumer watchdog took action, saying the apparent discount on the Uggs Originals and Uggs Australia Classic websites were misleading. The woman bitten by a shark at Sydney's Coogee Beach over the weekend is expected to undergo further surgery after having one arm amputated. In a statement, Leah Stewart's family says she remains in a critical condition. They've also launched a fundraiser to help with her recovery. Now turning to 5AA sport, and lots of decisions to make at the selection table for the Crows heading into round 15. Isaac Rankin and Mark Keane are in line for a recall from injury. Assistant coach Nathan Van Berlo says having more options is always a good position to be in.
It's always good and tough conversations to have leading to this week's game in particular, where we've come off a really strong win at AFL level and we've got guys that are going to be putting heat on selection. So we'll have that discussion in the next couple of days and see where it lands, but it's a good sign for us.
Adelaide face Melbourne at Adelaide Oval this Saturday. Well, the Socceroos World Cup win yesterday has left the country with green and gold fever. Former Socceroo and Adelaide United's Craig Goodwin has told Rowey and Timmy G to see Nestori Irakunta find the back of the net was special.
Massively proud of him and obviously the whole team, but in particular the boys from Adelaide to, having spent a lot of time playing with them and seeing them grow from a very young age into the great young men and players that they are at this stage. Just, delighted to see those boys and obviously to see Nesta score.
Australia's second game is against host nation the USA this Saturday. And the Hurricanes are the new Stanley Cup champions after beating the Golden Knights in Game 6. It's their first cup since 2006. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Mannix is the SA name you know and trust for everything in heating and solar for your home.
Hey there, got a few showers rolling through for the drive. Take it easy on wet roads. Got a smash at Leeward Gardens at the freeway near the Crafers exit.
Another crash at Blakeview, Main North Road near Craigmore Road, and Modbury North of blackout affecting lights McIntyre Road near Montague Road. Busy right now, Port Rush Road, the Green Hill Road intersection with a camera, Pinn Street, Dudley Park. Kmart is your go-to for low prices every day on essentials you need and love, from home and fashion to lifestyle and family faves. Shop in-store, online and via the Kmart app. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA weather.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Showers tonight down to 15, showers tomorrow and 20, Wednesday rain 19, Thursday showers increasing 16. Right now it's 17 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Braglis. Tonight, from Parafield Gardens to the world stage. Hear from former teachers of Socceroo star Nestri Irankunda, who say he's an inspirational role model. And President Trump all smiles at his White House birthday bash as a peace deal's reached with Iran. What it means for Australia's economy ahead of another RBA rates decision. 9 News. Your news. 9 at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
Stay informed, get involved. 5AA. Always Adelaide. Adelaide's only local sports show, the 5AA Sports Show.
Still to come, we cross to Vancouver with Lucas Ronaldo capturing Socceroos glory. Bruce Jitte reflecting on the success of Adelaide star Nestri Irankunda. Campo's in Coach's Corner talking footy at 5:30, along with all your calls.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
Yes, thanks very much for joining us in the 5 o'clock hour. Give us a call, 8223 0000. Of course, a big day for the Socceroos yesterday, defeating Turkey 2-0. And, of course, Nestri Irankunda kicking the first one for Australia and getting us all off to a terrific start. A man that was the director of football at the Adelaide United Football Club at the time.
Everyone's favourite.
Yes, Bruce Jitte. Hello, sir. How are you?
Afternoon, gentlemen. Very well, thanks.
And, of course, a championship player with the club, a Socceroo himself. Let's float back, Bruce, when you were doing this role. Was it a day at Angle Park that you first saw Nestri running around?
I'd love to take credit for it, gents, but it was actually the current Adelaide United head coach, Anton Andrioli, who spotted Nesta. He was our head coach for the youth team at the time. And he'd been out to watch him, and he just said, you know, there's this teenager. He's unbelievable fast, unbelievably explosive. Yeah. You know, he's very raw, but we need to have a closer look at this guy because there's something special. There's something special about him. So he's the one who really pushed for Nesta to join the Adelaide United youth setup, and as football director at the time, I fully backed Ayrton in. I'd watch Nesta play, and it was clear, you know, exactly what he's doing now on the global stage, he was doing here on the local stage. Nothing has changed. He's a bit more disciplined on field, following systems and tactics as you have to in international football, obviously. Yeah. But he always had that explosiveness, that ability to really damage opposition defences, and he continues to do that today.
So when he got into the system, how old was he? He was pretty young when he got into the pathway.
14, 15. Yeah, 14, 15. Wow. Still at school, obviously. Yeah. Had to, you know, work very closely with him, and Ayrton certainly really guided him, you know, and obviously a huge credit to Carl Viet, who was head coach at the time and was giving him minutes in the first team. He obviously deserved it. Every time he crossed that white line, he was just phenomenal, whether it was a free kick, whether it was embarrassing right and left backs with his speed and his tricks. He was exciting from day dot.
Oh, it lit up Cooper Stadium, no doubt about that. But you must be pretty proud with the SA Talent Pathways. It's going to continue to inspire young talent, I'm sure, in this state. But, yeah, the Toure boys come through, Awa Mobile. I mean, we've got a great history, haven't we?
Absolutely. I mean, South Australia often, in a myriad of different industries, punches above its weight. Football is no different. We punch well above our weight. The talent pipeline is deep. And do you know what it is, guys? They get a chance to play first-team football at Adelaide United. Yeah. That is a big deal. There's a lot of good, young, talented players interstate. They end up withering on the vine. because coaches don't back them in. Coaches put them in because they've got an injury crisis or because it's a matter of circumstance. Whereas at Adelaide United, as fans have seen for several years now, it's a clear strategy, and the young boys never let you down. Of course they're inconsistent. Of course they'll have ups and downs in terms of on-field performance, but they're from here. They're from here. They're passionate about the club. One thing they'll do is fight for that badge, and on that score, they will never let you down in terms of effort. And they don't come in and play one or two games and then back to the bench. They generally play consistently. They perform, and you see them grow. And I've got no doubt into the future we'll see more, world-class talent coming from South Australia.
Yeah, that's terrific traits and a great pathway. He obviously had raw talent as a young kid. We're still talking about this story. To think he's still only 20 and he scored his first World Cup, the youngest for a Socceroo by 6 years. Where's his ceiling, Bruce? How good can he be?
Look, I wouldn't put a ceiling on a player like Nestori, considering his age, considering his ability now. I think there's a beauty in young players, and we saw that, the other day against Turkey, where even Patrick Beach in goals, Nestori, Toure, Ocon Engstler, they don't have the burden that comes with experience. What do I mean? They don't fully grasp the magnitude of the occasion. They don't fully recognise the impact they're having. They're just kids playing a game that they love, and they play freely. There's something special about that. So I wouldn't put a ceiling on Nesta at this point in time. Maybe when he's 26, we'll have a second look and see how he's progressed. Things can change very quickly in sport, as you both well know. One day you can be hot, the next day you can be not. You can go from hero to villain very quickly. You can derail your career very quickly. So I think it's just day by day, game by game. It's a bit of a cliche, but the best players in the world, that's what they've been doing. And look, I'm not putting pressure on him to be one of the best players in the world, but he can definitely leave a legacy for Australian football for sure.
Yeah. He gets a lot of credit. The team itself gets a lot of credit. Beach in goal gets a lot of credit. We might come back to him, but Tony Popovich, he set this team and squad up, and he's had an eye on this for some time, how he's prepared them. It's been nothing short of brilliant. And again, it's only one game. They look so organised. They look so confident. He backed in kids, and they didn't disappoint, did they?
They didn't disappoint at all. And to Popper's credit, he's a decisive leader, always has been. Now, look, if you're a football purist, you would argue, we didn't play a beautiful brand of football. We just parked the bus. We just defended 5 at the back, 3 tall timber centre backs, 2 defensive midfielders. But you know what? If you're going to open and play into Turkey's hands or the US's hands, who have technically, you could argue, more rounded players than us, then you're going to leave gaps. You're going to expose your defenders, and you're going to cop goals. This is not a development tournament. This is the World Cup. This is about results, and we've got to play to our strengths. Very strategically organised, tactically superb, execute the game plan well, disciplined team that can run. And you're going to set up defensively, and you've got a Ferrari and a Lamborghini up front in Nestori and Toure, and you're going to hurt teams on the counter with their absolute speed. Right? That's how Popper's been setting up. That's how the friendlies have played out. Will we have the majority of possession? No. Will we have a lot of shots on goal? No. But we're very hard to beat. And if we're the team that scores first, we're hard to beat. We're hard to break down defensively. I think the challenge comes if we cop the first goal. Yes. If we're 1-0 down, how do we react? How do we go out of that defensive low block into something a bit more attacking, into something a bit more dangerous for the opposition? That'll be the test for the boys. But as long as they can stay resolute in defence, they'll nick a goal, because no team dominates a game for 100% of the time. So, Nestori, Toure, Metcalf, obviously the other goal scorer, we're going to get chances. It's just a matter of taking them.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's exciting.
What do you think of the USA? They won 4-1, and obviously it's at home, so it certainly helps with that home crowd support. But what did you think of their performance?
They were very, very convincing. They played great football. I think everyone is surprised on a global scale in what the US produced, as similarly to the Socceroos. So it makes for a cracking clash, the next one. Obviously, us coming up against them, especially with all the smack talk that's been happening as well. And there was a little bit of push and shove in the game we had with them some months ago now, in preparation for the World Cup. So there'll be no love lost in that game. You're right. They're playing at home. They're going to have home ground advantage and the crowd behind them. But will they be able to break the Aussie defence down? I'm not sure about that. Notwithstanding, they have a fantastic coach and he's really got them playing some really beautiful football. So it will be a very interesting clash to watch.
Yeah.
I'd like to put a sock in their big fat mouths, I reckon.
Yeah.
Brucey?
Any chance?
Big bloody square.
Do we have a chance?
Yeah. Dare to dream?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I think on paper, Turkey's the strongest team in our group.
Pool. Wow.
Okay.
And look what we did to them. So absolutely we have a chance. Absolutely.
Well, that's exciting, isn't it?
Well done, Brucey. Get on that plane, mate. You're whispering like you're at Lawn Bowls.
Hey, I told them I got Timmy G and Rowey that hold the plane for me. So
hold the plane.
John, guys.
Love you, mate.
Good
well
on you, mate.
Bruce.
Well done,
Thank you.
Bruce. Appreciate your time, mate. Good man. He is, he was the Director of Football at Adelaide United, now the Executive Director at the Property Council of Adelaide. So doing a great job for the state, but also part of that development of Nestri Irukunda.
Yeah, his little resume is building. I think he's bound for politics, Brucey. I say that to him all the time.
Yeah,
he
I know
says,
you
"Don't
do.
be stupid,
Now,
Steve."
we've been corrected. Earlier, just before the news, we spoke about UFC. You told me that UFC are going to be at the White House and they're going to use it as a change room and the like. Well, it's not the first time. We had a text come in from Judy who said, Tim and Rowey, Roosevelt held boxing matches at the White House. And then we got another one that said, hey, boys, President Roosevelt built a boxing ring on the White House lawn and hosted boxing matches. And I reckon hosted a boxer on the lawn once or twice. So not joking either. Like, it's fair dinkum. So it must have been back in the old days of who was that really big man boxer in the 30s? Johnson. Is it? So have you got any proof of it yet, Sam?
Well, so I've just read a small story about Jack Johnson set up about 120 years ago. The president took a much more hands-on approach in a sparring match at the White House. Theodore Roosevelt lost sight in his left eye during a 1905 boxing match right there on the lawn.
So he had a fight.
So he got in there. Incredible, really.
The president.
He got in there.
So what are we expecting Donald to get in? Have a spar with Dana or whatever his name is?
Wouldn't you love to see him in there in his Reggie White fronts?
I'll tell you what, the old comb over might go for a flip.
Yeah, he might get flipped. Hey, the show is yours. Now, we just had a couple of people just text her on the text line. Good night, 5AA, I'm out, more soccer. Listen, it's the World Cup, but the show is yours. As KG and Cornsey say every Saturday, if you want to have the agenda, 822 300 Campo coming in very shortly. But just think about this. Once every, how many years? 4 years, there's a World Cup. And our very own young lad, Nestri, scored. So it's a pretty special moment. But listen, have a crack. Get on the blower.
Yeah, well, it was the most watched World Cup game of all time in Australia on TV. 4.7 million watched on SBS. So
That's
it was
a big number.
Very much a popular event yesterday. And just some news for our Reds as well, which is great to see. We knew that they were going to be, of course, involved in the Asian Cup.
Correct.
So there's some very good news. So the date is locked in for a home match at Highmarsh Stadium. If you get your calendar out and your diaries, August 11. It's a Tuesday night.
Wow.
Adelaide United up against, wait for it, Stefan Mork's Vietnamese champions.
Oh, it is.
Kong An Hanoi FC, which is awesome. So Stefan's going to come to Adelaide and play against the Reds.
Jeez, I didn't know you could read that. That was good.
Yeah,
Kong An Hanoi FC.
Yeah,
well
absolutely.
done.
That's
Now,
awesome.
you are impressive. You are our George Danikian.
I don't think so.
You give us cred with vocabulary because I have none.
No, he's very good.
No,
very good.
you
well
say
done.
it, Timmy.
Yeah. I think it's Kong Hanoi FC.
Even better.
Do you like that? Thank you very much.
Say it quickly sometimes with confidence.
I did go to Hanoi recently.
Oh,
so.
you would know.
Have you been to Hanoi?
You would know.
Just recently. Yeah, it was
Did you?
lovely. Very nice.
Yeah,
Recommend it.
You said in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I tell you, I love Japan, but the new hotspot's South Korea.
Is that right?
Yeah. You ring Phil Hoffman. Everyone's...
They'll be in here tomorrow, won't they?
Phil Hoffman. Everyone's saying South Korea.
Good to explore the world best you can. Hey, Mannix is the name you know and trust in SA for everything heating and solar for your home. We'll check your traffic, get your calls on the air next.
2 showers rolling through for the drive home. Take it easy on wet roads. Look out for a smash at Blakeview. Big delays there too. Main North Road near Craigmore Road. Another smash at Leawood Gardens. The freeway at the Crafers exit heading outbound. And we're quite slow at the moment. Portrush Road at the Greenhill Road intersection. Get an additional $2,000 cashback on top of existing EOFY offers across select Nissan variants. This Thursday till Saturday only. Search Nissan offers, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
Don't just get a forklift, get a Toyota forklift. Right now, there's never been a better time to buy a new forklift from Toyota Material Handling. Score great end of financial year deals across a selected range of new Toyota electric pallet jacks and counterbalance forklifts currently in stock, stacked with legendary reliability and productivity and ready to deliver outstanding end of financial year value. For more, visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au. Get a Toyota forklift. Terms and conditions apply. Offer ends June 30.
Retirement should be about holidays or buying that better bottle of wine. AFM Wealth Strategy helps people enjoy retirement without the constant fear of running out. Their independent advice shows you how your money can last your lifetime, living well along the way. For a worry-free retirement, you need to plan now. Get in touch with AFM Wealth Strategy, an authorised representative of Independent Financial Advisors Australia, AFSL 464629.
I'll tell you what, Timmy, the older you get, the more you realise buying or selling property is not just paperwork. It's your money, it's your timing, it's your family, your next big move.
Yeah, that's fair to say. And one missed detail can turn settlement day into a fair dinkum proper headache. Now, it's like a domino effect. It can all go downhill pretty quickly from there.
There's an answer.
Yes.
That's why Hoodeman's Horner Conveyancing makes sense. They explain the contract, the searches, the adjustments, the legal bits. They do it in plain English. They buckled wheels like me understand. So you know what's happening and you're kept in check every step of the way.
And with Hoodeman's Horner, you will be dealing with the same conveyancer from start to finish. Now, that makes everything clear. You get clear updates and no hidden fees.
Gee, a conveyancer, a good one.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a happy sell and a not so happy one. So whether you're selling the family home, you're downsizing, you're investing or helping the kids buy, you're not left guessing when it matters.
Start with one simple online quote at hhconveyancing.com.au.
Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance. Buy now with no deposit, 60 months interest-free on a participating Latitude credit card and get a bonus gift card up to $1,000. Shop hot clearance deals with no deposit, 60 months interest-free on a participating credit card from Latitude Financial Services and get a bonus $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend. Monthly credit card fee currently $10.95 applies. New customers must be approved. Minimum finance $1,000. Equal monthly payment plan, T's and C's, charges and product exclusions. Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance on now.
Harris Scarf Friends exclusive 20 to 50% off store-wide sale is on now. Save big on full-price bedding, kitchen, electrical and more. Don't miss out. Sale ends soon. Excludes clearance and gift cards. See conditions online. Harris Scarf. Great brands, great prices.
Signs you may have Big D envy. You've been invited to a mate's house to watch the footy, but you decline. Another mate's having a birthday bash. You make up an excuse not to attend. And finally, you feel like your partner is comparing what you have to what your mates have. Avoid Big D envy. Get in touch with Big Difference Home Improvements. From outdoor blinds to stunning verandas, pergolas, timber decking and carports, Big Difference Home Improvements will change your life. BigDifference.com.au.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
25 minutes after 5, Campo is in the studio at 5:30 for Coach's Corner, talking all things footy across the weekend. Right now, your calls for a $100 Ocean Bar and Kitchen voucher. Get involved, 8223 0000. Enjoy delicious Italian and seafood dishes with the unbeatable views at Henley Beach at Ocean Bar and Kitchen. They are just above the Surf Life Saving Club. Unbelievable.
Now, very slippery up the Adelaide Hills. There's low cloud, so visibility poor. So if you're driving home...
We've got a lot of rain this week.
There's a lot of rain this week.
Just take it easy, mate.
Take an extra 5.
Yeah,
take a load
keep a couple of lengths behind.
Let's do it. Come on, Rob.
Hey, guys. I'd be happy to take that $100 voucher because I supplied Joshy and the boys over there with their wines.
So,
nice.
yeah.
What wine? Name a brand, Rob.
Well, Robert Oatley
nice.
Wines is the brand of our company, but we distribute brands like The Lane, Wicks, Henley Farm, Pikes, Matolo, Magella, So
he's a good man, Joshy. He only puts the best on his plate, Rob. Well done.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, his food's really good and got some good wines. He just needs a few more from us, that's all. If you can put in a good word for me.
Well, we got the black guts in there, Rob, so you're going to have to just sit one back.
Oh, mate, the Henley Farm's a lot better than that black gut stuff. Come on. Talk it up.
Please, come on.
Yeah, the Villain and Vixen Shiraz, mate. Yeah, come on.
I'm not going to argue with you, mate.
All right, look, I'll bring a bottle in and we'll do a taste together one day, all right?
I went to Hitley Farm last year. It was magnificent. Their restaurant's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's superb food and quality wine. So anyway, the reason I called is I just want to get your take on the umpiring over the last 3 or 4 weeks. I watch a lot of the primetime games at night, and I can't believe the mistakes and the stupid calls that some of these umpires are doing. And I'm a Port fan, right? And I go back to Saturday night's game where I can't remember who it was from Sydney. He fell on the ball 20 metres out from goal, and Jordan Street was right alongside of him, and he dropped his knees and he came on top of him to hold the ball in, and he got called for pushing the back. The guy was on the ground, falling, and Jordan just locked him up. And they gave a free kick and he goaled.
Yeah, Sheldrick.
Can I answer it? Because, Timmy, you've got to be a bit careful. And there was a call in the call about an umpire maybe finding a new profession. I totally agree. It couldn't be worse this year. I'm sorry.
No, I'm with you.
And I know people call me a basher. That Sydney Port game was the lowest standard of umpiring ever. Now, I love Eleni Gruftis. She is a trailblazer. Unbelievable.
South Australian.
But what have they done to her?
The game itself was full of bedazzling decisions.
No, Timmy, it was embarrassing. Yeah. And there's a couple there that need to change professions.
I was obviously
emotional,
a little tight and emotional over it, but I ended up giving up because Campo was going off. Campo had 2 or 3
when he does
moments. Well, and I was like, whoa, I'm going to let him go.
Let's rewind to Saturday night.
Well done. That's got the umpire. How can you not pay that? I'm not sure what the umpire's saying. There's no correct disposal. That is that's awful. The end. I am out. Jackson Mead had him stone dead and the umpire said no.
Timmy, do you realise you get aggressive? And I love it when I need to push more, but I love it when you turn. You go from 0 to 100 quite quick when you do go.
Yeah, I can't control myself like Riley O'Brien.
No,
I can't sit between 4 and 6.
You need to jump to 9 and 10s a bit more because that was
dip. Well, after that,
there was an appalling decision.
That was a non-decision. Yeah. I then let Campo go on a couple others, and I was quite proud of him because he started to get a bit animated as well.
But listen, don't drag him down.
I tried.
I say the first thing I said to you and Campo when you worked with me,
don't let me.
Do not let me drag you down.
Let's go to Mount Barker. G'day, Todd.
Hey, fellas, how are we?
Oh, not too bad.
That's good to hear. Hey, Timmy, I gave you a good promise on the weekend. I was going to give you a call today.
You did, sir. I saw you in the lift, Adelaide Oval, working hard.
Definitely.
Well done, mate.
Thank you. What I was ringing, unfortunately for Port, for the lose, they need to do more better, don't they?
Oh, they just, they're just, and I heard Josh Carr say it after the game.
The big moments.
The big moments and the little moments, not being able to take them and finish it off like Sydney did, who were very clean. I thought they were excellent. But I got a good text from Andrew, sort of said, look, he's had a look at Adelaide. And
is that it for Todd? You just smoked him. He wouldn't have a bit more of a conversation.
We're just going to go to the headline, so we just need to scoot off.
See you later, mate.
So
scoot off.
Adelaide's pressure rating is 4. Just before Campo comes.
Sorry.
Adelaide's pressure rating is 4th. Their goal kicking accuracy is 5th, and they're 6th on the ladder. So there's a correlation between those spots. Power's pressure rating is 5th. Their goal kicking accuracy is 15th. They're 15th on the ladder. So there's that correlation. It's inaccuracy that's killing them. He said not umpires, but umpires are just killing the game, Andrew. So don't worry about just
losing 5 games by 3 points or less.
And that,
if you could flip that.
But that's where it is, 15th.
It is.
15th in accuracy. That changes a couple of those results.
Yeah, well, I think it would. Connor Rowey helps.
Yeah, we certainly will, but I think we'll be seeing him this year. 5:30 headlines. Campo to dissect it all next in Coach's Corner.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the news headlines. New stats show the mobile phone ban in SA classrooms is having a positive effect. Australia has cautiously welcomed a ceasefire deal in the Middle East, hoping it will lead to lower fuel prices. Anthony Albanese says he's been underestimated before, as a new opinion poll shows One Nation continues its surge. And in sport, Tiger Jasper Alger is the AFL Rising Star nominee for round 14. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Mannix is the SA name you know and trust for everything in heating and solar for your home.
A few showers rolling through for the drive home. Take it easy on wet roads. Look out for a smash at Blakeview. Big delays there too. Main North Road near Craigmore Road. Another smash at Leadwood Gardens. The freeway near the Crafers exit heading outbound. And we're quite slow at the moment. Port Rush Road at the Green Hill Road intersection. Get an additional $2,000 cashback on top of existing EOFY offers across select Nissan variants. This Thursday till Saturday only. Search Nissan offers, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, showers tonight down to 15, showers tomorrow 20. Right now it's 17 degrees. We'll have more news at 6 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
We need to address the Spanish elephant in the room. David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
David, you are going on a sabbatical in the second half of this year.
Yes, Will's been in on this for a while, namely going to live in Spain for 6 months.
5AA Breakfast.
So, well, I love this job, mate. I'm coming back. The program is going to be in good hands with you and Stace doing it.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
You guys are going to be excellent. I've got no doubt about that.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Steinborner Automotive in Gawler, Barossa and Clare has always been well worth a trip, especially with their end of financial year sale on over 500 new, used and demo cars, including a great range of new and demo Ford Rangers at heavily reduced prices. Plus, they're offering an additional $1,500 trade-in bonus on all trade-ins. Head to Steinborner Ford in Clare or view the whole range at steinborner.com.au. Steinborner Automotive. It's well worth a trip.
Life happens fast. That's why Bendigo Bank is bigger for making it easy to open an account in minutes right from your phone. Find us in the App Store today. Bendigo Bank, the better big bank. Eligibility criteria, terms and conditions apply.
Now, if you need to move from A to B this winter, well, your best move is hiring from Budget Car and Truck Rental.
Absolutely, Timmy. And I'll tell you what, to get sorted, you'll need boxes, you'll need tape for storage, furniture covers to keep the possessions pristine. Budget has you sorted.
And then you'll need the perfect set of wheels, and Budget's got them all. Cars big and small, moving vans, trucks available on a standard driver's licence, plus utes, hybrids, trailers, 12 to 25-seater buses and more.
Now, once you've chosen a vehicle, grab Budget's blankets and a trolley to ensure the move goes smooth.
Job done easy with Budget, a family-owned business with friendly staff you can count on and multiple locations across SA.
Got something to budge, got something to move? Budget has it all. Budget rental car. Call 1327 27.
For the first time in Australia, the Everly Brothers and Roy Orbison, starring the Robertson Brothers. And internationally acclaimed Dean Bourne. All the hits from Wake Up Little Susie, Pretty Woman, Walk Right Back, and You've Got It. Come and experience this incredible 2-hour Everly Brothers and Roy Orbison concert.
Her Majesty's Theatre, Adelaide, July 30. Barossa Arts Centre, October 16.
Hi, Rodney Jane here. Bob Jane T-Mart's end of financial year Price Buster sale is now on, and the savings are huge. Get up to 35% off a selected range of Yokohama tyres, plus 35% off selected Hankook tyres. Get a massive 35% off selected Kumho tyres. Buy 3 selected tyres and get the 4th tyre free. No one beats our best tyre price guarantee. At Bob Jane T-Mart's, we'll look after you.
T's and C's apply.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
I'm
I'm confident the journey we're on as a club and as a group that these close games are only going to make us better. They're not going to make us worse. You know, the opportunity that we get to learn, and whether we win or lose, being a part of a close game just shows the quality of one individual, but quality of the team to be able to handle that sort of heat.
A lot of heartache in those close games for Port Adelaide this year. Let's break it all down. We're in Coach's Corner here at 5:35 on a Monday night, and you can call into the program 8223 0000. Chat to Campo.
On the 5AA Sports Show, this is Coach's Corner with Scott Camporeale. Thanks to Unique Homestyle Foods, trusted by South Australian businesses for over 35 years. See the difference.
Hello, Campo. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you. Good to be here.
Sorry to dub you in earlier about the umpiring. You did take over because I thought, right, I'm going to just say nothing anymore because I better be careful.
It's strange because I normally don't get caught up in that stuff, but I did early on in my coaching career and then let it go. Then they make mistakes, we make mistakes, move on. But
yes,
that was probably as bad a game as I've seen in a long time. Like I'll cop one or two in a game, they miss it and you move on. But yeah, that was below par, I would have thought.
Do you remember the incident where there was a free kick that could have been paid, but the two umpires were on the blind side? And I said, they told us when we first said, how are you going to position yourself? They said on the zigzag. And two were on the same side and couldn't see it. And I went, well, that's shocking positioning for starters, let alone trying to make the right call.
Yeah, it's those ones, depending how quick the ball moves and all those sort of things. But, they've just got to tidy it up because we're seeing too many.
Do you think four's working?
It doesn't seem to be. No. It doesn't seem to be because once again, and because when I'm calling games live, I'm looking ahead and behind the ball. So you can see sometimes what the umpires are, you sort of pick them up. And a lot of the times they're just looking at each other going, well, you're going to make a decision, am I going to make a decision? And that's not how we want the game adjudicated. So if you see it, call it, and I don't think it really matters. But the controlling umpire's just got to be better around some of that stuff. The one you played there with Jack, that was horrific. How that wasn't a free kick was beyond me. But anyway.
Yeah, and all right, we'll move on because I'm not going to say another word about it.
We've cleansed.
In the game itself, I'm not going to make a comment about an umpire.
Leave it to me.
Oh, I'll leave it to you. Done. Port Adelaide lost another close one. How do they stop it happening? Are they good enough to stop it happening?
I think they are, and I was pretty bullish, Tim. I know Port people were upset and disappointed, and winning's important, no question, but I was still glass half full after the game with some of the stuff that they were able to do. They controlled that game for probably 3/4, I thought. It was only really that there was a 10-minute patch, I reckon, in that third quarter where Sydney had a little go at it, but they were able to sort of stem the flow and then get back as well. I just thought that last quarter, that an experienced team versus a less experienced team, better players
shone through,
and then there was some fundamental errors which it wasn't anything to do. I don't think it was anything to do with coaching. I don't think it was anything to do with strategy of the game, any of those things. I just thought some players, and this is you get that term, the coach killers. They made some poor errors, and we went through them, Timmy, after the game. That there's a shallow entry that Richards did that went down, and Curnow kicked the goal. Lockie Jones just missed the handball, under pressure, which is what Josh spoke about. Those things make you pay, and Warner, he made you pay. Butters was a little cute in that little kick inside forward 50 that goes down, and Lloyd kicks a goal. And then the young fella, Xavier Bam, he missed a tackle, but, he give him a chop out as a first game. But, and then Logan Evans just doesn't put his arm across row bottom. So there's the 5 goals, and that's how quickly the game can just get taken away from you. And you can't give the best teams in the competition. But I thought overall, Timmy, they took away Sydney's strengths. And that's what you do as a coach and as a playing group. And I would have thought there would have been a fair few ticks in the review, and there would have been some, stuff highlighted around how important the fundamentals are, concentration, and executing some of those things that we need to do in important moments, which is what Josh said.
Because there was a fear just before the bye that they were sort of tracking on a down, and their pressure was dropping, and a lot of scores inside 50s were going up for the opposition. So it looked like they were sort of trending down. had the break, and then you want to see a response to that. I thought the pressure was back to its best, and to take on the side that's sitting second at the moment and playing great footy, and to take all that away was the really pleasing thing. I think I was just shattered for them that they couldn't get the result.
Yeah, well, you want nourishment as a playing group when you execute so well against the best teams, and they've done it against some really quality teams. So, I had a look again. Their pressure was at 180 against Sydney, so that's above what they were. They were fifth, and don't forget too, Sydney applied 184, so that Sydney were putting pressure on Port as well, and they handled it pretty well throughout the day. The thing that probably I had a look, they had 13 missed tackles, Timmy, so that probably is, that just lets them through. And when you speak of Sydney, you talk about their handball game, their run and gun. You've got to be able to shut those things down pretty quickly. And I reckon just a couple of times they just opened up the corridor and Sydney just took it and they just said, we're going there. And whether it was lack of concentration or they just didn't get set quick enough. But I thought, as I said, majority, I reckon 80% of the game, they were well and truly in the game. I like the way they moved the ball again. They made Sydney defend. And one of the keys, Rowey, we spoke about the KPIs was the two teams that beat Sydney, they were able to control it with uncontested marks, and they did that. Port, they were able to ask a question and see whether Sydney wanted to press up and defend them. But they took away, you look about, their turnover. They only really kicked those 3 or 4 in the last quarter, so they were able to nullify that. They were outstanding around stoppage. Jordan Sweet, that was his best game for the year. I thought
took
he
on
was.
Grundy, who's the best ruck in the comp at the moment.
Grundy got a vote in the coaches' vote.
Is that right?
Really? I must be.
Wow. Jordan Sweet, no?
0. Didn't get a vote.
I thought he was the better ruckman on the day.
I thought he was outstanding.
Pushed forward, got 2 goals on him too.
I thought he was outstanding. I thought he did a lot.
Wow.
Right, and if even the numbers suggest that. Like they kicked, so they scored off his ability to ruck, and he did it pretty much 1 out. I mean, Whitlock had a little chop out in there. Yeah. But I thought he was outstanding. But
48 outs, 9 to advantage to old mate 27.
Yeah, I think Brody you get caught up because he had 26 disposals. But for me, I thought he was much. The disposals are neither here nor there. I'm more interested in his ruck craft and their ability to win it around that source.
The other pleasing thing was only 47 inside 50s against.
Yeah.
So that had been creeping up into the 60s before the bye for 3-4 weeks in a row.
Yeah. And Sydney's a team that averages 60 plus every week.
63 they average. And don't forget too, they're the best scoring team in the comp. They average 114 points. They kept them to
93.
Which is a bloody good effort.
And
so
90. And that was the thing Rowey was asking prior to the game. I can see you sort of doing well and maybe keeping them under 100, but can you kick 100?
Yeah.
Well, the answer was 90.
Yeah.
Just short.
Yeah.
Just short.
And we talk about the first, they kicked zip 6, which doesn't help. I reckon there was probably 2 that they should have really kicked.
Yep.
And I heard Josh in his it's the live ball ones that they've just haven't been able to. Their set shots have been okay, but it's the live ball, those half chances that, that they just haven't been able to sort of,
just with the missed tackles, like 13, and we've seen it a bit earlier this year as well, is that just purely, okay, some of those kids need another year in the gym, or is it more technique?
Oh, it's always a combination. I think because you're fraught with danger as a coach when you start ramping up pressure. But if you have a look, we'll talk about the Crows in a minute. They're the number 1 tackling team in the competition with efficiency. They against the Bulldogs, they had 3 missed tackles for the game.
Wow.
So that's the areas
3
that
to
you
13.
do. Yeah. So that's the level that you got to get to. But it's fraught with danger because you're ramping guys up around. We want you to get at the player. Now, sometimes that can be fraught with danger because you can just be a little bit off balance
and
fast and you're not, your preparation's not great. So there's a few things that go into it, but there were some obvious ones. I get the younger guys, they sometimes, don't argued or they just don't have the leg and the arm strength to hold on because there's some big boys running around.
Yeah. They got Collingwood this week. Yeah. It's at the G Saturday night. With the way they're playing and the renewed enthusiasm after the break, you give them half a chance?
Absolutely. I was looking at doing a bit of prep for them for this week, and they're very similar in the way the numbers read. So, both not great from clearance, at the moment. Both defending turnover really well, which we know that from Craig McRae. You know, they're really good from there. They're about the same for scoring off turnover. So there's a lot of similarities in what Port and what Collingwood are doing at the moment in terms of just pure numbers, you know, around those sort of things. But, you know, they've dropped off a fair bit. I was really certain they're the best defensive team last year, Collingwood. They're now 6th in the comp. I mean, they're hemorrhaging when they on the scoreboard.
They've got a few outs.
They do. And the inside differential, forward half, you know, those sort of things. I think if Port can replicate what they did around stoppage against Collingwood, that's going to be a massive leg up for them winning.
Yeah, excellent campaign. Thank you for that. We will have a break and then move on to Adelaide.
There's lots to talk about for the Crows as well. It feels like a while since they've played. 14 minutes to 6. Mannix is the SA name you know and trust for everything in heating and solar for your home. Here's traffic.
Showers rolling through this afternoon. Take it easy on Wet Road. Smash at Blakeview, Main North Road near Craigmore Road. Leeward Gardens, the freeway near the tunnels has a smash, but no great delays, which is good. And Modbury North, a blackout affecting lights on McIntyre Road near Montague Road. Camera Nan Road, Woodside. Low prices at Dan Murphy's. Get Wild Turkey Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey 81 proof 700ml 2 for $103 for members. Ends Sunday. Choose a drink wise. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G,
The FIVEAA Sports Show. From the coast to the outback, if you're planning a road trip, Ned McHenry will help you get there. Join Ned every Thursday at 11am with Graham Goodies for On the Road with Ned. Thanks to Travel Auctions. Dreaming of a bargain holiday? Bid the price you want to pay. Travelauctions.com.au. Bid, win, go.
Built like a brick house. Basic Trailers are your best mate for any load. Use the code 5AA to pay only $1 for rego on purchase of your new trailer. True blue deal at Paraka. Basic Trailers. Basically, better.
If you're wondering where to have your Christmas party, look to the stars. December 11 or 12, Adelaide Convention Centre transforms into a shimmering, starlit celebration beneath a dazzling canopy of light. Enjoy a premium 3-course dinner, sparkling drinks and live entertainment. It's your chance to celebrate in style. Thank your clients or staff and let your team shine. Tables are limited, so book now for a starlit Christmas. Only at Adelaide Convention Centre.
Without doubt, the biggest contributor to the swear jar at Bi-Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens is the boss himself, David Cox.
Coxie.
Yeah, Coxie swears to rely on the integrity and expertise of his dedicated team for your kitchen or bathroom renovation.
Well, the new contributor to the swear jar, I feel like he's been around a while.
Yeah,
It's Mark Tyler. Man, is he centimetre perfect? Is he millimetre perfect? No, you know what? Tiling can make or break a bathroom and kitchen.
Well, it does. And Mark the Tile, he never misses. Now, Renette is a designer of 20 years with Bi-Urban. She swears to listen to your ideas and help create a functional space for you. And Rick the plumber, well, he swears to be on time every time and clean up after himself. What a guy.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
What a guy.
Rick, me make the master
on you,
plumber.
mate.
Put the art back into plumbing with his
He
designer
did.
labelled well. We'll move on. For a team that swears to deliver on quality and service, see Bi-Urban Bathrooms and Kitchens, Adelaide Home Renovation Experts.
You've been the carer, the advocate, the constant, and you've done it out of pure love. But choosing specialist accommodation for your loved one isn't stepping back. It's one of the bravest things you'll ever do. Para Ability Community Care provides disability accommodation where every person is genuinely known, supported and cared for. We improve lives, and with our pack, you can go back to being the most important thing, the loving family member. Experience our kindness and connection. Visit ourpack.com.au.
It's been gone for decades. It's a thing of the past. But even today, it haunts some of us. If you suffered from polio as a child or it affected your parents, Polio SA Support Group would like to hear from you. Symptoms like weakness, joint pain and fatigue may still persist and can be managed. Polio SA is committed to making life for polio survivors as comfortable as possible. Find out more at poliosa.org.au.
When you keep Weech's Barossa Valley egg noodles in your food pantry, anything is possible. Make a rich ragu, perfect for stir-fry. Chicken noodle soup. How about chili garlic prawns using Weech's chili egg noodles? With Weech's, anything's possible. 90 years in the making. devoured in minutes. Look for Weeches in the pasta section of your supermarket.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's always good and tough conversations to have leading to this week's game in particular, where we've come off a really strong win at AFL level, and we've got guys that are going to be putting heat on selection. So we'll have that discussion in the next couple of days and see where it lands. But it's a good sign for us.
Yeah, certainly is. Nathan Van Berlo speaking about the Crows. We're in Coach's Corner with Campo, all thanks to Unique Homestyle Foods.
Well, I think since the bye they've pivoted, no question about that. They beat Geelong one way, then Dogs another. Campo, that was an impressive first quarter. Any way you want to toss or turn it, 9 goals.
No, it was clinical. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that was their best performance of the year.
100%.
No, they played really well. They came with some heat, didn't they? Their pressure was outstanding, well over 200.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, they tackled well. They sort of broke even around clearance, which is what they needed to do, but their contested possession and their ability to finish their work in front of goals. We talk about, perhaps Port not being as efficient. They were really efficient, with 50 entries. They kicked, what was it, 18 goals? 19
in
goals,
the end, though,
19-7. 19-7, so that helps.
It does.
But once again, they all contributed. All their good players played well. Didn't have too many passengers. Pedler's a miss again, unfortunately. He missed with a hamstring, which is he was playing well, kicked a couple of goals, but they just look like they're starting to get a little settled. You think if they can get Hinge back in, I think he's important. I mean, Hugo,
he's got his spot.
He's done pretty well when he's come in. But I think Hinge adds that to that group. You get Rankin back probably this week.
The Pedler.
You get Walker back in. They're starting to get a bit of continuity. Keane, does he need? But I tell you what, Borlase, he deserves to keep playing, that kid. Like, I know they just keep rotating him and Butts and Keane's obviously.
And Nick Murray now.
Is he the only 6-year rookie?
Yeah, he is.
He's breaking a record, I reckon.
I tell you, he's just grown.
Well, Butts was a rookie for quite a long time.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but his composure now, he looks like he's confident at the level. He rarely gets beaten, in terms of, his one-on-ones. And I think he's tidied up his skills, from a kicking point of view. So, outstanding by him.
Yeah. They've definitely pivoted or tweaked their intent to attack, their ball movement since the bye, their ratio of handball, their metres gained with handball. I'm not just talking forward handball, the run from behind, the create a handball, the overlap. FIVEAA, I say. They've clearly tweaked something. What have you seen?
Yeah, no, they've definitely looked like they're trying to move it on quicker.
So the two best teams are Fremantle and Sydney, and they do that. Why would you not if you've got the talent to do it? So they've gone for, if you have a look at their round 2 game to their round 13 game versus Bulldogs, totally different ways of playing.
Yeah, well, they still had 111 marks, so they still haven't gone away from what their DNA is. But I think it's not always by handball, but you can definitely see there's an appetite to go quicker and not be slowed up, which is what they've got done in those losses where they haven't been able to score out of their back half. They've certainly addressed the fact that we can't get pinned in here and we need to go a bit quicker, whether that's by hand or by foot.
And Jordan Dawson, when you got a skipper that just picks you up and puts you on your shoulders, his first quarter was something remarkable.
Yeah.
3 goals, 7 score involvements, 2 of them were goal assists. Of the 9 goals, he had a hand in all of them. He won contested ball. Underrated. We've spoken a lot about him. We opened the show with, you name a better first quarter. Bloody Berry's first quarter wasn't bad.
Yeah. Yeah, he's improved. We touched on it.
Credit where that's due.
Who's improved this year compared to, what they were at this time last year. But he's taken his game to another level. He's still hard and tough around the contest. He's tidied up his skills as well. All things trending in the right direction. Okay. McAndrew I thought that was a really important game for him.
He beat
against English. Yeah,
English.
Yeah. So he's gonna, and no bigger task than Max Gawn this week. So that'll be interesting to see how he can do it. But he just keeps knocking them over.
He does.
Yep. And they got value for his tap work on the weekend, which was good too.
Well, Rankin will definitely be back. There's a spot there. That's Pedlers. Keane, you'd imagine, could probably come back. They might give him another one, but there's a couple of decisions to make there. Are you bringing Tech straight back in as well?
Absolutely.
You have to, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So who goes out for him? I think it looks like Toby Murray might have to go goodbye, and then Thilthorpe has to do a bit of ruck work.
Yeah. Well,
and I think that's my model.
Yeah. Well, everyone's talking about, do they still go the 3 bananas again? What does that look like? But geez, it's just worked for them, and I think it works better now. The fact that if they are going to move a bit quicker, defences aren't going to be able to set up behind the ball. So if they move it with a bit more speed, which they did last year, 3 defenders versus those 3 tools is a headache that they've got for the opposition. So, and they all bring something different. Tex is the lead up. He's a bit of that connector through that, that middle of the ground and half back.
Yep.
Fogg's the deepest one, and then Riley's he's more your pack contested mark, but also can hit up through the middle of the ground. So he's just got to be good enough to go into the ruck, I reckon, and then that makes a difference whether they go with Toby Murray or not.
Now, this is the block of 3 that I was after, Timmy. So they passed the Geelong test, because that was pure grit contest. They passed the Western Bulldogs test in flying colours. Melbourne lunchtime Saturday. They passed that. That's my 3 games of reckoning. Now, I'm going to have to get a new name for lifting the lid. I'll find another theme, Timmy, that I'll be jumping on. But I'm telling you,
lift the
with
doona.
what's to come from there, whatever it is, my skirt, whatever, when they start getting players back, they can gun for top 4. That they should be gunning now for top 4 from there. Have you seen their draw?
Yep, it opens up for them. They've had one of the tougher opening draws.
And they've had players in and out. Form-wise, injury-wise, soft tissues. Get the soft tissues right.
Yeah.
Pedler, another one.
Yep. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not ideal, but I think you've still got cavalry there that can cover those guys. I mean, it's the ones, it's the Dawsons, it's the, the Worrells, the Miller are those ones that they can't afford at this point in time to get injured. But well done. They've come back after the bye. I agree with you.
Those boxes. And the Doona is coming off, Timmy. It's too hot.
Doona. It's a new one.
Our Dutch
for
oven.
Unique Homestyle Foods. That's what I was fearful of. Proudly baking for SA businesses large and small for over 35 years. Their ovens are better than Rowey's. Hustlers in the baking industry. UniqueHomestylefoods.com.au.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
Looking for your perfect home? At Rossdale Homes, we can make it happen. Explore our huge range of house and land packages today at rossdalehomes.com.au. With a variety of designs, locations and prices to suit every budget, your new home is just a click away. Got your own home design in mind? No problem. We'll customise a package just for you, backed by our fixed price guarantee. Rossdale Homes, your local SA builder. Because trust is a must.
Are you aged 18 to 65 and generally healthy? CMAX needs your help. Volunteers are invited to take part in a clinical trial investigating a potential new treatment for genetic bowel disease. If eligible, you'll spend 2 periods of 5 nights at CMAX Clinical Research in Adelaide CBD, attend multiple follow-up visits and get paid for your time. Could you be who CMAX are looking for? Apply today by visiting cmax.com.au. That's cmax.com.au.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, you can rely on Red Spot to get you there. We're the all-Aussie family-owned car rental company in airport terminals and cities across Australia, with a new fleet and plenty of hybrid options too. Experience the exceptional service that earned us Product Review's 2026 Car Hire Service of the Year. Book direct and save now at redspot.com.au today, or call 1300 66 8810.
Red Spot.
The usual sales are on, but your furniture should feel anything but usual. And the discounts, are they really as big as they say? It's time to visit Adelaide's best kept secret, Nordic Design Furniture in Stepney. The first thing that hits you is the smell of solid timber and real leather. Dining, lounge, bedrooms, cabinets, all handmade right here in SA. Come and see just how different the Nordic Design showroom is, or visit their amazing website. Open 7 days, McGill Road, Stepney. Yes, it's a Nordic.
Are the potatoes done?
30 seconds.
What about the desserts?
For over 12,000 South Australians, the most important meal of the day is from Meals on Wheels.
Hey, Amanda.
Hi, Roger. How are you? Behind the meals and behind the wheels are our wonderful volunteers.
Amanda, hello. Smells delicious.
Become a volunteer today and help us keep the wheels turning.
See you tomorrow, Chris.
Visit mealsonwheelssa.org.au for details.
Is your lawn a chore or a pleasure? If you're watching the clock, it's a chore. If you're watching the lines, it's a pleasure. At Mowers Plus Salisbury, we're here for the pleasure seekers. And if it's a chore for you, we're here to make it easier. We stock all the big brands too, including Still, Toro, Massport, Victor and more. And we service everything, including cylinder mower grinding and all types of blade sharpening. Google Mowers Plus Salisbury and trust your garden to us.
Who can fix the shower?
Service today.
Who can fix the power?
Service today.
Yes, we can, is what we say at Service Today. From emergency plumbing to electrical and heating and cooling, no matter what size job you need, at Service Today, the answer will always be yes, we can. It's Service Today guaranteed or it's free. Can you fix the shower? Yes, we can. Can you fix the power? Yes, we can. Yes, we can, is what we say at Service Today. Look out for our bright yellow trucks.
The latest local, national and international news for South Australia. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Showers tonight down to 15, showers tomorrow and 20. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher. Labor says it will decide in coming days whether to maintain the reduction to the fuel excise. The federal government halved the excise in March after the Middle East conflict sent petrol and diesel prices soaring. As part of a peace deal, the US and Iran have both agreed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, which is expected to stabilise the energy market. The opposition argues the lower fuel excise should remain until there's a sustained drop at the Bowser. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says he's been underestimated before as a new opinion poll shows One Nation continues its surge. The results survey reveals One Nation leader Pauline Hanson is now preferred PM. The minor party also maintains its lead over Labor and the Coalition. Mr Albanese says polls showed Labor could lose last year's election, but instead it won in a landslide.
Some of you reported some things in February 2025. I encourage you to go and have a look and see how that stood up to the test of time when people had to make a decision about who is in the best position to actually provide effective government.
Former AFL player Nick Stevens, who pulled on the boots for Port Adelaide, has been sentenced to 9 months jail for defrauding multiple families who paid him to install pools. More from Nine's Ollie Haig.
Fleecing about $170,000 from about 6 families in Mildura. Now, some of the pools were just holes in the ground. There were shells. Some of them weren't even connected to water. Others had cracks in them. And he never had the correct permits. At the court hearing, he knew what he was doing. Now, he was hit with 12 charges relating to obtaining a financial advantage by deception and using a false document. The sentencing judge said he had a corrosive effect on goodwill and trust. As I mentioned, he was sentenced to 9 months jail. He was also given a 2-year community corrections order once he's released. He'll also need to serve about 120 hours of unpaid community work.
The mobile phone ban in SA classrooms is having a positive effect. It was imposed in 2023, and since then there's been an 82% drop in matters related to mobiles. There's also been drops in non-compliance, bad behaviour and social media bullying. Premier Peter Malinauskas says it's a win-win.
It means kids are actually engaged in the classroom rather than being distracted by a mobile phone in their pocket.
And the UK is moving ahead with a social media ban for children under 16, an initiative that started in SA. Prime Minister Keir Starmer making the announcement. The platforms to be banned include Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook and X. Now turning to 5AA Sport, and Jordan Dawson is being credited with the Crows' success in recent weeks. The skipper was a star performer again in round 14. Adelaide's assistant coach Nathan Van Berlo says he's an elite athlete in every way.
The way that he leads behind closed doors is phenomenal. Some of the conversations that he's had the last couple of weeks have really helped drive the group to the performances we've seen the last couple of weeks. So he's obviously a big part of why we feel like we are where we are at the moment.
This weekend, Adelaide have Isaac Rankin and Mark Keane in the selection mix. They play Melbourne at Adelaide Oval on Saturday. 19-year-old Richmond forward Jasper Auger is the round 14 AFL Rising Star nominee. He kicked 4 goals in Saturday's loss to Brisbane. Well, the Socceroos are focusing on their next World Cup game after victory over Turkey. Carl Viet, who coached Nestori Irukunda at Adelaide United, has told Rowey and Timmy G he was impressive.
He's matured. He's still got a little way to go, but you can see, people forget that he's still only 20 years of age. They expect him to be the finished player. He's still got 3-4 years to go before he gets to his true potential and true level. So that's frightening.
Australia play the USA on Saturday. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Mannix is the SA name you know and trust for everything in heating and solar for your home.
Showers rolling through this afternoon. Take it easy on the drive. Got a smash at Croydon Park to look out for. Quite a few delays through there too. Regency Road near Days Road. Bit sluggish for works. Colonel Light Gardens. Goodwood Road near Chester Street with a camera this afternoon. Olivedale Streets at Birdwood. Get an additional $2,000 cash back on top of existing EOFY offers across select Nissan variants. This Thursday till Saturday only. Search Nissan offers, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Showers tonight down to 15, showers tomorrow 20, Wednesday rain and 19, Thursday showers increasing 16. Right now it's 17 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Brenton Raglas.
We begin tonight with breaking news.
With the news that matters to you.
The government insists it's a win for the state's economy.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
Brazen daylight firebombing attack at the Torrensville supermarket.
Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
In Adelaide and across South Australia, this is 5AA, always Adelaide. Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Great to have you with us at 7 after 6. It's our Monday night footy program. We have lots to talk about. Soon we'll talk Adelaide Footy League, our local game in action with Alex Coots very shortly. And, of course, the Samful Show on 5AA from 6:30 tonight. But we want to talk a different football. We want to talk round ball because it has captured the globe by storm this weekend once it got underway, and Australia-wide, we couldn't be more glued to our television sets, all thanks to Glimpse Home Improvements.
Well, to think, not even a week ago, this bloke was sitting next to us in the studio. Yesterday, he was sitting in the stand on the wing, and he watched the Socceroos
in
beat
Vancouver.
Turkey in Vancouver.
Unbelievable.
2-0, and our boy, Nestori Irukunda, was the star. Lucas, welcome.
Thanks for having me, boys. I think it's fair to say I sounded a bit different 1 week ago because you might hear my voice. It's easy to say speechless after something like that, and I definitely am today.
Oh, paint us a picture. The atmosphere, we've been saying all show, there's nothing more exciting than a Socceroos goal. That unbridled explosion of passion is just incredible.
Unlike anything you can describe, it's like you say, explosion is the right word. And Nestori, when he breaks away, he is so explosive that the second he was in goal, you just knew. You knew that he was going to score. And then the second one, the sealer, the way the players celebrated, everyone sort of came together and knew that was the moment.
Yeah. I loved how, just back to Nestori, because he's a Red, he's one of us. He was talent ID'd here by our now coach, Etan Andrioli. He goes to the corner flag and boxes it like Tim Carr because that's his favourite. God, I love that.
That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we've seen him do some great celebrations. And I interviewed him a few months ago and asked him if he was going to carry the glove in his carry-on over to the States. And he said, no, I've got something planned. And I just remember when he said that thinking, imagine having the confidence at 20 to say, I've got something planned for when I score at the World Cup.
Oh, my God.
That's incredible.
He's the youngest Socceroo goal scorer ever in a World Cup.
I think we all felt it in our bones that it was going to happen at some stage. And thank the Lord
I'm
it was
glad
the
they
opener.
started him.
It was the opener. It was awesome. Yeah. A lot of things came out of the game, Lucas, and I think the best teams in World Cup, they know how to pace themselves. They know how to get through a tournament. They know how to get through 90-plus minutes. I'm just not sure that you know how to get through this tournament.
Come on,
I don't think your planning has been very good, Lucas, by the sound of your voice.
Unprofessional.
You've gone too hard,
I think
too
I might have
early.
gone all-out attack. I think I might have gone all-out attack in the first game.
Oh,
In my
classic.
defence, it was a 9 p.m. game. That was at least the next one's midday.
All the best in the next one, mate. But look, as far as planning goes, Tony Popovich just pulled some levers, pulled some surprises, and they all paid off.
Yeah, it was a masterclass. All the players that he brought in, obviously Matty Ryan and Jackson Irvine, when we saw the team sheet, I thought they must be injured.
Yeah.
And then Patrick Beach was excellent.
Oh, amazing.
And Ocon was fabulous. He's copped a lot of criticism unfairly just because of his last name. People, his dad being the assistant coach, but I think that's just unfair because he's a fantastic footballer.
Yeah, he earned his spot, no doubt about that. Beach was probably player of the day for mine.
B-O-G. I know they gave it to Nestori. That save where he got a finger on it to hit the side post, that was world class.
Yeah, and for a guy that, played straight out of the A-League, and a lot of these guys are playing in the A-League. I saw today, Adegula for Turkey, his estimated value is more than our entire team.
Wow.
So it says it all, and we managed to get it. And they came in, they were way too overconfident, I think, Turkey. They underestimated us, and let's hope USA do the same thing.
Yeah, well, the USA had a good win, didn't they? They took care of Paraguay quite easily, so they looked like they were up and about 4-1. You're right. Maybe there's still going to be the underestimating of this young side that, hopefully catches everybody off guard.
Yeah, I think this is USA have probably looked the most impressive, really, of any team that we've seen so far. But, different game. We know how we've set up. We'll be defensive and make it hard for them. But there's been a lot of talk. A lot of the players have spoken about focusing on this game in particular.
Yeah.
So, I'm very excited for it.
Well,
this is the one. Win. So if we win this,
you're just about through.
You're through. Yeah. You're through to the knockouts.
Yeah, definitely. Arguably we could be through with now. There are 3 teams going through. I think we said last week.
Yeah.
You win a game, you're through. So, but now that we've got a win on the board, to me now we're looking at, can we top this group? Can we finish second?
Yeah.
And give ourselves a favourable draw in the round of 32 to go even further.
I saw your itinerary, Lucas. So it was from Canada through to Seattle, but on the way, Vegas. I think you need to cut Vegas out, son. I don't think Vegas is ready for you, Lucas.
I think it might be off the cards, Rowey. I think it might be off the cards.
That your dad just texted me, make sure my son doesn't come through.
Yeah.
Because you've got work to do over there, Lukey.
Yeah, redo the trip, mate.
I think maybe a hospital bed on the way, but the way I'm sounding.
Well, you can get a
drip. Give me a couple of days and I'll be right.
You can get a drip in Vegas, I'll tell you that. I missed it myself, but that's a good idea.
Mate, well done. Get them up. This it's 4:30 a.m. Saturday morning our time. Can I tell you, the scenes at Memorial Drive rivaled anything I've ever seen with excitement, Lucas, when Nestori put one in the back of the onion net.
Yeah. And look, you keep going, Lucas. I don't care if you do your next cross by Auslan. You just keep pushing those Aussies, all right? You keep doing it.
I will. I certainly will.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Sorry for my voice.
That is Lucas Ronaldo. He's covering it all for us over there, and all thanks to Glimpse. He got a good glimpse of it.
Oh, he certainly did. And score big savings before June 30 with 30% off blinds, shutters, curtains and awnings at Glimpse Jeps Cross. We'll speak to Lucas again on Friday ahead of their massive game on Saturday against the USA. 13 after 6, Alex Coots to join us next, and we'll take your calls as well. Still got that $100 Ocean Bar and Kitchen voucher to give away. 8223 0000.
The FIVEAA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. He's one of Adelaide's favourite sons. He loves his Adelaide Crows, and each week he joins David and Will to share his footy tips and have a few laughs. Catch Fitzy, thanks to Walco. Walco are at the centre of SA's biggest cover-up with their incredibly good-looking Walco mesh pool cover.
Hi, it's Eddie May here from NRG Solar. When it comes to power bills, NRG Solar understands that South Australian businesses are feeling the pinch too. The Cheaper Home Battery program isn't just for homeowners. Eligible businesses can access those savings as well. NRG Solar takes a consultative approach with commercial customers, starting with how your business uses power, then designing a solar and battery solution that makes financial sense. Talk to NRG Solar and see what a solar and battery solution can do for your business. Visit nrgsolar.com.au.
Hey, it's Jordan Dawson here, captain of the Adelaide Football Club. I know the importance of a home ground advantage. And when it comes to building, South Australia is the home ground for Sterling Homes. For over 50 years, they've been building quality homes here. So whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, if you're looking to build, look no further than Sterling Homes and get the home ground advantage today.
Well, it's the sale of the year at Derringer's Music. Now, starting out, getting back into playing or already gigging every weekend. I'm telling you, Derringer's end of financial year sale, it's the perfect excuse to stop thinking about it and start making some noise. I love this joint.
It's iconic.
I mean, we got one right here at High Square, just walk across the road.
Yeah, you can't go past a Yamaha for quality guitars, basses, amplifiers, drums, pianos, synthesizers, a pro audio, me, a trumpet, all on sale at Derringer's Music. That's where I got my trumpet.
Oh, there you go.
Straight across here.
So, look, if you've been putting off that new guitar or upgrading the home studio, sorting the PA, or finally getting the kids onto the keys, well, this is the sign. Before June 30 rolls out, get into Derringer's Music.
Do it. Okay, it might be the reason you start playing again. And if it's not already discounted, just ask for a deal.
That's nice. That's nice of them.
Make it up.
Hey, come on,
mate.
mate.
I went down the road and they can get it for X.
Get us a bit off, will you?
Come on. You can do it. Derringer's know music. Derringer's do the deals. You do the playing, they do the deals. Think music, think Derringer's, and think Yamaha, your local support act, derringers.com.au.
Looking for car insurance? Get what you need for a price you'll love with the new Allianz Comprehensive Essentials car insurance. Choose Allianz. Allianz. Before buying, read the PDS. Go to our website for a PDS and TMD.
There's a difference between being served and being helped. Often at a big hardware franchise, you're just being served. At Mowers Plus Salisbury, we're here to help. We ask the right questions. Then we can help you pick what works from a huge range of brands and options. Decades of know-how and a workshop that keeps everything you own running like new. No gimmicks, no nonsense. Just genuine service from people who care. Google Mowers Plus Salisbury and trust your garden to us.
Do you know what really keeps your Royal Flying Doctor Service in the air? You. Without you, the Royal Flying Doctor Service can't save lives. Without you, our remote communities would be left alone, without hope, thousands of them. From newborns to seniors, motor vehicle and farming accidents, any medical emergency, no matter where you live, work or play. For the people and the life you love, keep the Flying Doctor flying. Show your support. Donate today. Visit flyingdoctor.org.au.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
It is 18 minutes after 6 here on this Monday. The 5AA Sample Show with Matt Panos is coming up very soon as well from 6:30. Alex Spina from the Roosters, who got up over the Crows over the weekend, will join us tonight. But right now, we want your calls. $100 Ocean Bar and Kitchen voucher to give away.
Yeah, well, let's go to Kev at Seacliff. Hello, Kev.
Hello there, Rowey.
Oh, Kev, Scotland. Oh, Scotland, you're so chumpy.
I'll tell you what,
just
they have
chumped
been
it in the
celebrating.
bucket. Yeah, how good, Kev.
How are you, boys?
All right, Kev, all right.
Hey, what a day for me, mate, eh?
Yeah, how good, mate. And it's been a long time, Kev, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been too long, Rowey. Timmy?
Yeah, I tell you
we
what.
always seem to play for ourselves, you know?
Yeah, I tell you what, I saw some of the celebration. I tell you what I loved was the Flower of Scotland sung before the game. That was good.
Oh, wasn't it beautiful?
That was amazing, Kev.
I was nearly crying, boys, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, also, the Sunday morning, I got all my flags out. Anyway, I got 2 flags that I normally use for people that's passed away, my mum and dad.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had the flag of St Andrews out and the Australian flag, and
well done.
The boys did the job for us both.
And that's the beautiful thing about the World Game. Hey, Kev, did you paint your face blue like Braveheart?
No, mate, I have my Scottish top on, though.
Yeah, William Wallace, hey, well done, Kev. That's the beautiful thing about this game.
Tough group too. I think they've got Morocco and Brazil in their
They do.
pool. So.
I see Brazil drew 1-1 with Morocco.
Yeah.
Yes. So that gives you an idea how good Morocco are.
Well done, Kev. Hello, Simon.
Good luck with the rest of it.
Yeah, Rory, Timmy. Thanks for having me on. Just 3 quick points. 2 of them relate to Thursday night's game, but the other point I wanted to quickly make is to do with Lockie McAndrew. I was just on the AFL website today, and apparently the last 5 games, according to Champion Data, Adelaide's now actually outscored its opponents 123-38, which is 85-point differential. That's from clearance in ruck contests that McAndrew's actually been involved in against the opposition's primary ruck. So I just think that's a really amazing stat for McAndrew. His growth and development has been amazing this year. So that's my first point. Second point, Rowey, I think everyone's spoken about the Crows' first quarter on Thursday night, which, it was very impressive. One thing that was equally as impressive, if not more, was the fact that when the Doggies kicked 3 of the first 4 goals in the second quarter and got within 29 points, it was 41 points a quarter time, the Crows then went on to win by 57. So they kind of outscored them by 4.5 goals for the next 3 quarters. And I think that maturity in the group and the willingness to keep the pressure up and keep the game plan and just, keep attacking, that was very, very impressive, just to keep that sort of keep the foot on the throat. And my third point, Rowey, I can't remember last time I watched an interstate game where I thought the umpiring was kind of actually in our favour. It was 19 to 26 free kicks in our favour. So I was actually watching it thinking, I thought we had a reasonable, the rub of the green with the umpires. What did you think about that?
I didn't notice the umps, Simon. All your other points are spot on. I think when you're in there first, you're winning ground ball, you're winning the ball, and I can tell you 5 of them were holding the man or too high on Berry in the first half. So when you win it first, you're drawing the free kicks. When you win ground balls, you're drawing free kicks, and I think that's more the skew I'd have had with that. Let's go to our next guest, Adelaide Footy League commentator. He's one of our favourites, Alex Cooch. You big cooter head, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Now, I want to start with my team, Payneham Nord Union. My team being Macca's team, Gary McIntosh's team. A game beaten by 100 points. What in God's name can he do, Coots?
Yeah, well, Golden Grove 135 to Payneham 21. That is their third loss in a row of exactly 114 points.
Well, there's a stat. Thanks for reminding me.
Numerology there.
Yeah, and then Cavallaro and Pascoe kicking 13 goals combined just does not help your case.
And he was a good Nord man too, old Lenny Pascoe.
Salisbury North took on Sacred Heart. Good game.
Yeah, so Salisbury North is 12-13, 85 to Sacred Heart, 6-7, 43, a big 42-point win for Salisbury North. Jake Johansson kicked 3 goals and got best on ground, and Jordan O'Brien also played a very good game.
Well, there you go. Tea Tree Gully versus Ross Trevor.
So Ross Trevor, a 25-point win. They stay second on the ladder. Connor Butcher got best on ground, and Thomas McCormack and Finn Wakeland got 3 goals each.
Beautiful stuff there. You
and
got one, right?
Athelston took on the blue-collar St. Peter's boys.
Yeah, so Athelston, 10-10-70 versus Spot, 8-8-56, 14-point win to Athelston. Jed Russell got 3 goals and best on ground. And for St. Peter's, their best on was Malachy Carruthers. Okay, and Port Districts, wow.
Glenunga, that was a close one.
Yes, very close, under a goal in fact. Port District 8-4-52 to Glenunga 6-11-47. Port District had 8 goals, but only 3 individual goal kickers. Shepherd kicked 4, Tom Gray kicked 3, Pilkington kicked 1, and Sam Gray got best on ground.
Yeah, it's not unusual.
Wow.
So Golden Grove and Ross Trevor, 7 wins, 1 loss. Port Districts, they've only got the 5 wins, 2 losses and a draw. That top 4's taking shape, Alex.
Yeah, I know. It's starting to drift away, but then again, there are teams who are sitting just outside of it who will definitely compete for those top 4 spots.
Okay. Now, how'd you go with the kids' call on 7+ yesterday, Giants Saints?
Yeah, that was amazing. Absolutely love the kids' call, but I'll be back to Adelaide Footy League this weekend. But yeah, kids' call was such a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Channel 7, and that was amazing.
Well done. So, Alex, what's your style? Are you more a Bruce McAvaney type or a Timmy G type or are you your own type, Alex?
I like to be just that play-by-play commentator who does come in for special comments sometimes. So, yeah, a bit of Bruce McAvaney.
Well done. You love your stats, Alex?
Yes, love the stats. All my prep is based on stats.
Okay, well, there's nothing.
Preparation, that's it.
There's nothing wrong with that, Alex. But you don't want to be too stats happy, Alex. You want to put your own opinions in there too, because you see the game well, Cooter.
Yeah, well, for me, I really analyse the game and stuff without stats while the game's actually on, and the stats I normally focus on pre-game and just list them off during the game.
Cootsy, do you know what game you're doing this week?
I just had a look. It was St. Peter's and Tea Tree Gully, I'm pretty sure.
St. Peter's and Tea Tree Gully. All right, well, that's an important one for both of those teams if they're going to participate in finals. So good one, mate. We'll talk to you next Monday about it.
Cool. See you next Monday, guys.
Good man.
buddy.
Alex Coots, the Adelaide Footy League.
Drafting out a passion. How good's that for the young people?
Very good.
Great opportunity. How good's that with 70?
I love that. It's great.
That is great. Let's go to Golden Grove. Talking about Golden Grove, they're on fire in the old Div 1. Hello, Dave.
Yeah, evening, guys. How are you?
All right.
I know you love your soccer as much as me, Rowey.
I love it.
Yeah, I got two quick stories for you.
Yeah.
When I was 15, I used to go and watch Birmingham City.
Oh, Birmingham.
And in the school holidays, I used to go to the training ground.
Right.
And when the players come out, I used to get their autographs, and I knew exactly where they used to go for a coffee afterwards.
Ah.
And I only lived about a minute from there. And I said to this guy, he was the first £1 million soccer player. I said, could I have a lift? I know you're going to Baines's. And he went, yeah, jump in. He was the first £1 million soccer player, Trevor Francis.
And he gave you a lift?
Yeah, he dropped me outside the cafe and I just had to walk round the corner.
Oh,
that's awesome. What was his car? A Beamer, a Merc?
No, he was driving a two-seater Triumph TR7.
There you go.
Gee, that'd be worth anything now, that two-seater Triumph T7.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah, he passed away about 2 years ago.
Oh,
right. Bugger.
Hey, Dave,
but he played for Birmingham City and he got transferred to Nottingham Forest under Brian Clough.
Ah, right.
For $1 million. Well, it was $999,000 and 99 cents or whatever.
Oh,
and Brian Clough put the last dollar in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's no word of a lie.
That is a classic. I love it, Dave.
And also, when I was about 12, there was a picture of Pele kicking a ball, and you had to actually colour it in.
Right.
And I coloured it in and sent it to the Evening Mail, and I won Pele signed shirt.
Oh,
and you got it still,
Dave? Still got it, Dave, or not?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he was playing for Santos then.
Wow.
You'd get $250,000 for that. Put it on eBay.
Yeah. Oh, way.
Too precious.
I'll hand it down to my son. He's a big soccer fan.
Have you got it framed, or is it just in the socks and jock scroll?
No, it just came in a package. He signed it in Brazil in Santos.
Wow.
To Roy Pele.
Okay. I wonder if did he get an authentication certificate?
Yeah, certificate.
Oh, gosh. I didn't know. It was just a kid's colouring in thing in the Evening Mail.
Okay. Mate, Dave, you're gifted. Gee, how good's that?
Oh, that is amazing,
Couple of
Dave.
good stories, Dave.
Good job.
Excellent.
Well, we've got the $100 Ocean Bar and Kitchen voucher to give away. They've got amazing Italian and seafood to have down there.
Yeah, Dave can take his
Dave came
jumper down.
home with a wet
Dave?
sail, I thought.
Well, congratulations, Dave. That is all yours. You can head to Henley Beach Ocean Bar and Kitchen, and they have the best Italian seafood you can ask for. Time for us to get to the 5AA sample show. Matt Panos is joining us next, 28 after 6.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
The state's hospital emergency department arrivals, that's people rocking up at EDs,
David Penberthy and Will Goodings
have risen by more than 50% in the last 14 years.
5AA Breakfast.
Interestingly, that is at the same time that the population has only grown by 15%. So you've got a 35% differential.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
We have Blair Boyer, who is the Health and Wellbeing Minister, on the line now.
What's real